Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to John Kincaide Stadium here in Dallas. Chuck Zach, Keaton Daniels, Frank Sides. We are so proud to bring you this Longview ISD presentation of Lobo football. It is the area round of the playoffs. It is a familiar location. It is a familiar foe. And there's a lot on the line tonight as the Longview Lobos get ready to take on the Lancaster Tigers in a game that is billed to be a slobber knocker.
A slobber knocker is right. And if you had to contain me anymore, I don't know if you're going to have to jump down there and get on the field with me, because me and you're going to go play some football.
It's a long way down, Frank. I'm not jumping. I'm just telling you right now, unless you give me a parachute, I'm not jumping out of. We are way up here at Kincaide. The last time we were here, it was a game we'd rather not talk about, the state semifinal game 2 years ago against Aledo on this very field. The last time we saw these Tigers, it was a year ago down the road in Forney. We would rather not have to exercise two demons at one time, but why not?
Absolutely. You got an opportunity to get your lick back, something that I've been saying since last week. If you couldn't tell then, I was ready to play this Lancaster team. It's a team that if you look at their record, you think, oh, man, we got this. But actually, you got to know who they played. They have probably had one of the toughest non-district schedule out there, the toughest schedule, because they're in the toughest district. You got two defending state champions in your back home. You got to face them. Those are two L's automatically. But those teams, this team has seen everybody, so they're going to come in not scared of us. They face the toughest of the tough. They've seen everything. But we got to go out there and play our game and do the thing.
And to be honest with you, it's a great point. Psychologically, I would think there is a little bit from that last playoff game. Last year when we saw them, we had not lost to Lancaster at all until that game last year. We had a 5-0 record against them, so they've kind of done what we're looking to do today. They exercised a demon last season. They moved into the regional finals where they ended up losing to Forney, but for the Lobos, you're right. We haven't seen the same level of competition. We didn't see Duncanville. We didn't see DeSoto. We didn't see Aledo. We didn't see North Crowley. But you know what? We saw a champion out of Louisiana in Ruston. We saw a team that very well could win the state championship at 5A Division II in South Oak Cliff. We saw a Lufkin team that's lost one game to us. We saw a Marshall team that's lost two games, one to us and one to Texas High. Yeah. It may not be the same caliber necessarily, but it's not that the Lobos had a breeze-through schedule either.
Yeah, no, it's something that we definitely took for granted in the years past. But this year, facing two defending state champions in South Oak Cliff and Ruston, they handed it to us. South Oak Cliff came back and won that game. It was a slobber knocker. That was a heck of a game. We had fun watching and calling that game. But once we got to district, our ceiling just started getting higher and higher. Our floor started getting higher and higher because we started playing better. Coach King, he liked to call it a welcome to Jesus meeting there during that bye week. Focusing on yourselves. They got the team together, got the team right, and started rolling. Now we've been on a 7-game winning streak since then, and here we are right now. Nothing is guaranteed after today. It only depends on if you win this game tonight. You're only guaranteeing yourself to play next week.
Well, you say this, the floor went up. I don't know. Last week against Naaman Forest, the floor almost fell out from under us. 7 turnovers. I didn't have the time this week to look about if that's a record for turnovers or not, but I can't imagine the record for that was in a winning game.
No, you're absolutely
you would
right.
figure 7 turnovers, that's an L, move on to the next week. But they had 7 turnovers. They got fortunate to escape a 23-13 winner over Naaman Forest last week from Garland. And really part of that was 2 teams that kept shooting each other in the foot.
Absolutely.
I'm going to shoot myself. They're going to shoot themselves, and we'll see which one has feet when we're done. We had 7 turnovers. They had 13 penalties and 138 penalty yards, and that really kept stopping potential drives that the Rangers had last week.
Yeah, one thing that Coach King talked about in our post-game press conference, so our post-game interview, he just talked about the resiliency of the defense and how tough they played all night long. They answered the bell on short down situations all night long, having to come out there after turnovers and I can't remember how many points we gave up off of turnovers.
I think the 2 touchdowns, the 13 points.
That's it.
I think that was all.
And that's it. And so to give up 7 turnovers and only give up 13 points, you're going to take that all day long. And that just shows you the tough and the grit of the defense and of your team to not get down. And once they got to the third quarter, at the end of the third quarter, they went on that big, long 14-play drive on offense, kind of made them feel a little bit better going into to closing that game out.
Well, and one of the big members of that defense is not going to be on the field tonight, unfortunately. We lose leading sacker Isaiah Horton to what looks like a knee injury. He will not be playing for the rest of this season. As a result, Lobos having to make some adjustments. They've done this earlier, and we got to the South Oak Cliff game and came out of that with 6 defensive linemen hurt. We've adjusted things as we've gone. It looks like in the starting lineup tonight, they're going to spin Jalen Woodbridge up to, or down rather, I guess you want to say, to linebacker, to Horton's spot as a pass rusher, and then going to spin from the offensive side Jamorian George onto the starting defensive line. Jamorian's going to be asked to play both ways tonight. So you're asking a lot of the senior, who's going to be against maybe one of the most difficult opponents we're going to see all year, and you're asking him to do double duty. But this is win or go home.
Hey, Coach Buns on the defensive line, as I always preach, next man up. Your strength is in numbers, and your strength is in your brotherhood. He has them guys believing that it doesn't matter who they are or who's out there. He believes in you to put you out there to go out there and make plays, and we have countlessly throughout the season, especially from district on, has answered the bell, has been able to just come out and just play with our tail on fire, playing lights out. We're going to need him. Playing without Horton tonight is going to be a big task, but I think we can definitely come out there and handle our business.
The defense has been a constant, so has number 20. Kelvin Boosie Washington comes into this game with 1,872 yards. He needs 17. He will catch Taylor Tatum and become the 3rd all-time single-season rushing leader in Lobo history, behind only Vondrell McGee and Fred Talley, and he could very well catch them tonight. He needs 181 to get to Fred Talley for the number 1 spot all-time. But if he can get himself 28 yards, he becomes just the 3rd runner ever to get 1,900 in a season. And I spent some time looking at that a couple weeks ago. This is the amazing one that jumps off the page for me about Boosie's season. Fred and his averaged 137 yards a game. Vondrell and his averaged 157 yards a game. Taylor in his averaged 135 yards a game. Boosie's been averaging 170 yards a game.
Absolutely.
He may or may not ever get to 2,000 yards. If the season ends today, he has averaged more than any other Lobo in this school's history in a year.
It's something that he definitely doesn't take for granted. We always have a pact that we got to see each other before the game.
He better saw you.
Yeah, he definitely saw me. I made sure before I came up, we was going to dap each other up. He's not worried about record books. He's not worried about stats. He's worried about winning the game. He's your team. He's a team's player. Mr. Team Player, gotta love everything that he stands for. He's been raised right. Man, he's a kid that's a threat to take it any given play at a time. Averaging 170 yards a game, to say that you're the leader, he wouldn't care about that right now. He wouldn't care about that right now. He's gonna ask you, did we win the game?
All right. Well, the Tigers from Lancaster come in with a 5-6 record. Again, we talked about it. It's a bit deceiving. They lost games to start the year to North Crowley, to Aledo, and to Hebron. They lost those by a combined 18 points. Got a couple of wins and then faced Duncanville, blew them out. And they lost a game to Waxahachie, 31-20. That one a little bit surprising maybe, but then also lost to DeSoto. They ended up getting that last playoff spot, and as a result, sit here as one of the 2 small schools out of District 11-6A. And of course, their head coach, Leon Paul. He has 4 seasons here at Lancaster, 32-17. He's 6-3 in the playoffs, and he's facing, of course, the old guy across the field, John King, with 230-plus wins to his credit in 21 seasons. For him, the playoffs, 51-19 in his 21 years as the head Lobo. The Tigers are going to bring in, now we're a little bit leery about the quarterback. There apparently have been some issues about the health of quarterback Carter Jones for Lancaster. If indeed he can go, then they've got a guy who's been a multi-year starter, has thrown for a 1,700 yards, 15 touchdowns this year. He's a 62% passer. He's the leader of this team. We saw him last year in the playoff game. We saw him in the regular season game. If he goes, they're much more dangerous. If he can't, and we watched him warm up, he looked a little bit sore trying to throw the football. If he can't go the full game, they either turn this thing over to a sophomore quarterback or they turn it over to J.J. Pipkin, their slot receiver. And if that's the case, Pipkin's playing without his second best receiver himself.
Absolutely. Pipkins is a guy that if you remember a couple of years ago, he did us a favor when they took him out of playing quarterback because he was so dynamic.
All right, we've got the officials down the middle of the field. Here come the captains to the 50-yard line as we're getting ready for this area round. Boosie, one of the four captains. Brendan Reese also out there. Kaysen Brooks out there, and Fernando Longoria. So you've got your four starters. Lobos in their white uniforms tonight. They'll be the visitor as they show up here in Dallas. Kincaide has been a place where John King has been very successful. Over the years, 12-2 record here at Kincaide. His two losses, well, one of them happened against Dallas Jesuit back in 2019, and one of them happened against Aledo in 2022. Number 6, as you see him on your screen, that is Carter Jones. He is the quarterback. Number 2 is their tailback, Isaiah Lee. And number 3 is the slot receiver we just talked about. That's J.J. Pipkin. And here we go. Coin toss. And Lobos look like they may have won this. They have. They have decided we will go on defense to start the game tonight. So as is typical for John King, it's a defer. Let the defense go out first. And we're going to be starting with our defensive unit. Lobos 9-2, as you said, a 7-game winning streak. Winner of this will match up against either the Woodlands College Park or Klein Collins in the third round, the regional semifinals. That would be next weekend, and potentially would be a Saturday game, apparently. All right, well, tell you what, we've done about all we can do. We got to play a little football. First, the national anthem.
Yes, sir.
All righty. We are about ready to roll. Going on tonight, or this week anyway, as well in our region. This is Class 6A Division II. We already have one advancer as DeSoto took care of business last night with Wiley East. They have moved to the regional semis. They'll get either Willis or Tomball. Those two are playing tonight in spring. And, of course, Longview Lancaster here at Kincaide, Woodlands and College Park against Klein Collins. They're taking on each other at Thorne Stadium down in Houston. We'll have some questions when the Lobos take the field as well. We've saw in the warm-up a knee brace on Maverick Rowe's right leg. We'll see if he's going tonight, and that's, I think, game-time decision. He looked pretty good throwing the football. Question is he going to be mobile with the knee brace on?
Yeah, he definitely had some zip on the ball down there while I was watching him. It looked like he was mobile enough, and he looked like a guy that was going to be determined not to be able to miss this game. You wouldn't expect anything less coming from the senior.
All right, Andre Mitchell's about to go down and kick off from the 40-yard line. Back deep for Lancaster, and again, we are way, way up in the press box, and they have black uniforms with a dark orange number. They're not going to be our friends tonight, let's just say that.
I'm just glad they're not wearing those gray uniforms.
I don't know if this is any better, but here's the kick. Mitchell going to keep this one short and on the sideline. They'll go to 20-yard line, off the hand of the return man. Ball's on the ground, and to start things, almost disaster for Lancaster as it looks like that ball got booted around a little bit. Number 12, I believe, is their return man, Sir Eric Scarborough, junior wide receiver, but he muffs the ball and it'll go all the way back to the 21-yard line.
Lancaster, just like all these other teams that we see pretty much throughout every single game in and game out, is going to start out in a spread situation. Looks to try to get something in space, but definitely watch those slot guys. Those guys are very dynamic.
All right, so first down. We're going to throw on the first play of the ball game as Carter Jones completes one out into the far side of the field in the flat. That's going to be advanced out near the first down. Lobos are going to have to come up quickly and tackle tonight, or it's going to be a long night. First catch of the ball game by number 7. That is DeCarian Johnson.
Quick screen pass out there, knowing that we were probably going to be in zone. They was able to get out and kind of get leverage. He was good 5 yards before he got anybody to touch him. Was able to make plays and being able to get down to get the first down to start their drive off.
So a gain of 11. Isaiah Lee is the tailback next to Carter Jones, and on first down he's going to get the ball, and he will maybe fall forward to about the 35-yard line. Falling on top of him is Tyson Johnson. Here's a Lobo defense. Johnson, DeCalen Nelson, and Jamarian George are the starters on the defensive line. Jaden Wilbridge, Brendan Reese, Kason Brooks, and Jemias Morrow are the linebackers. Bubba White and Decaden Carter are the corners. Bradley Williams and Brian Peoples are the safeties. As it's second down and about, we'll say 6. Carter back to pass, and we got a flag down before things get rolling.
False start there. That's definitely going back. I've been seeing a lot of jumpiness, a lot of twitchiness from my defensive line, something that we're going to have to get together and kind of get that composed because we definitely don't want the pre-snap penalties to come and haunt us at all, as we've had in the past facing this team.
A little bit nervous coming out of the gate. Pretty big game, and as you said, it's kind of you got some licks to get back for a team that knocked you out a year ago.
Absolutely. You faced this team every single year for the last couple of years and throughout district. You saw them again in the playoffs.
Second and 12. Jones with the pitch to Lee, who will get back to about the 35. Brendan Reese will fall on him for the tackle, and it'll bring up third down, and they're back to about a 3rd and 7.
That was an excellent job there by your outside safety or your outside backer who had outside contain, being able to get outside that block on the outside of the receiver and be able to cut it back into your big backer there, Brendan Reese, being able to make the tackle to keep that gain short as possible.
So it's third down and actually 8 at about the 34-yard line. They've been playing single back with Lee back there. And on third down, Jones back to pass, flicks the ball quickly. That is caught. First down for the Tigers. And number 1 is Emmanuel Choice, a 6'4", 200-pound senior. You will see him with Taylor Tatum next year as he's committed to the University of Oklahoma.
Pitch and catch there. Quarterback had time, found one of his favorite targets, settled down in the curl route, found him open in the zone. First down on the third down to be able to move the chains.
All right, so a couple of passes for first downs. Carter Jones has looked good so far. He's going to pass again here on first down. Got a man open, one-handed snag at about the 45-yard line. That's Lee, who's down the sideline and finally taken down at about the 21-yard line. And getting to him is T.J. Jackson, but it's a great catch by the tailback.
Yeah, I was hoping that ball was going to be a little bit overthrown there because he had nothing but green grass in front of him. The running back flared out to the flat route. Nobody was out there covering him, and it was wide open, and here they go again.
Yeah, they were very quickly back to the ground as Lee goes down to the 10-yard line. It sets up first down and goal as they are moving very quickly in this opening possession are the Tigers.
Quick play, and they was able to get a first down. Here they go, move it again inside the 10.
Lee's going to get it again. Got some room, got all kinds of room, and boy, he walks into the end zone from 10 yards away, and that's a big old offensive line. You see 77, Osborne Duncan, who was one of the captains. He's 6'5", 370. The left guard is Jacqueline Elmo. He's 6'6", 380. They have some big boys on that line, and they move the Lobos out of the way. And Lancaster's on the board first with a 10-yard touchdown run for Isaiah Lee.
Yeah, Lancaster gotta love the way that they was able to go down and march down there and get a score against us as the Lobos. Normally it takes about a couple times for Coach Barry to kind of see what you're trying to do and figure things out. But we're gonna have to figure that out quickly. We gave them one on that drive. We got to be able to come back and be able to get it next time.
Buoyed up by James Smith, up and good. 8:24 left to play in the first quarter. Lobos trailing by 7-0. We'll do the rest of that offensive line real quick. Their left tackle goes 270. That's Devin Berry. We said Elmo is the left guard at 380. Their center is a 280-pound senior Cam McMillan. Duncan, the 370-pounder, is at right guard, and then 260-pound Swansea Stratford is the right tackle. So they have no one lighter than 260 on that offensive line. All right, well, that drive, impressive for Lancaster. They go 7 plays, 79 yards. They really only had one little bobble of inconvenience. That 5-yard penalty set them back, but they picked up the first down pretty quickly, and now the Lobos offense is going to be asked to try to answer this.
And coming up, too, I'm curious. Are you going to kick it away from 20? Because last year he got off some big kickoff returns against you guys. I guarantee you probably watched film last week. Herndon is not back there, but we do have Bubba back there returning too. You know the ball is definitely coming to him and not Boosie.
All right, here's the kick. They have 3 different kickers on their lineup, and it's a short kick instead, and Lobos will take it at about the 40-yard line where they will start as Kiefer Doxey manages to snag that kickoff for the short return. Kiefer had a pretty good week this week, I'll be honest with you. If you paid attention a little bit to our website, you will notice that Kiefer got a little recognition this week, and the Rotary Club named him the November Student of the Month.
Excellent job there by Kiefer. He's a great student on and off the field. Great young man, got to be happy for all his accolades.
So on first down, Lobos will take over at the 40-yard line. And on first down, not much. Buster Mumphrey gets a yard loss on the play, and you'll see number 15 starting at quarterback. So the Lobos have decided maybe Maverick's not mobile enough to go tonight, and Trey Hamilton, the sophomore, is getting the start.
Trey has answered pretty much all the bells, all the tests that everybody wants to see. They've been wanting to see him in at this quarterback position. It's unfortunately that what happened with Maverick, but Trey is going to have to answer this test for us tonight.
All right, on second down 11, back to pass. Hamilton pass a little bit short and slipping to make the catch at about the 45-yard line is Boosie. They get positive yards out of it and set up third down, and they're going to put it back at the 34. Third down and 6.
Third down and 6. Give me one of your impact players a quick catch early on in this drive to kind of get the ball in his hands, giving him something to feel good about. But it brings up a 3rd and 6.
Well, maybe more importantly, a completion for Trey Hamilton.
Absolutely right there.
And the sophomore quarterback's now seen one fall into his receiver's hands. We'll take that. D.D. Williams going to split out wide left. Herndon's going to be bottom of the screen right. And back to pass goes Hamilton, looking for Herndon, and a fastballed one by him at about the 45-yard line on the Tiger side of the field. It brings up 4th and 5, and here comes the punting unit.
That's one thing you want to see from Trey, is just him kind of calm down a little bit. I know early on you probably got a lot of nervousness, a lot of jitters going on. He threw a fastball out there, and Herndon just couldn't get his head turned out fast. This Lancaster team came out in man-to-man coverage. There was nobody deep. Everybody was lined up man-to-man in these guys' faces, so they're telling you right now they want you to beat them on the outside and not on the inside with your running game.
I think they may have Pipkin back deep. He's at the 20-yard line. Mitchell standing at his 30. Snap a little bit low, but he gets it out of there in plenty of time. Hangs up. Fair catch called for at the 21-yard line, and that's where Pipkin will bring the ball in. It'll be first down for the Tigers. They lead 7-0. They get the football at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the second opportunity now for your defense. You let this Lancaster team drive down on your first drive, being able to get points down. Once they got to about the 50-yard line, they had a couple of explosive plays to be able to exploit mismatches or exploit the way that you were lined up. Now what are you going to do on the defense? Can you line up, keep everybody in front of you, and not get mixed up with any gimmicks?
All right, well, first down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball at the 21. Isaiah Lee still the tailback. They got 3 receivers off to the right. Now it's an empty backfield. A lot of pressure on the secondary for the Lobos. Carter, quick snap, quick drop. Gets it complete to Choice, and he'll get it to the 25-yard line. Gain of about 4, maybe 5 yards. And it brings up second down and about 5.
With the linebacker not going out far wide, really with him, that was an easy stop route, easy pitch and catch for them to be able to get the completion to that guy to try to get some yards.
Gain of 6. Second down and 4. Flip to Lee, got a blocker, got another blocker, gets across the 30 down to the 35-yard line, where he'll have a Tiger first down. Coming up to make the tackle is a safety Jalen Taylor.
J-Roll coming down, making a big play, stopping the ball carrier from being able to get any yards, coming from his free safety spot. Just like as a team right now is just trying to get you in space. They're seeing a couple things that they like. That's the second time that they've run that toss play. Got to think that they're going to probably continue to keep doing it until we can stop it.
First down and 10 as Lee empties the backfield again. Quick back to pass. They'll throw one over to Lee's direction. It's off his hands. Jemias Morrow giving chase just in case that was a lateral. It was not, and it's second down and 10.
Running back did us his favor. Dropped that ball there. We did a good job in coverage, staying back and staying with our guys and letting them throw it up front, and did an excellent job to bring up a second down, second and longer, second and 10.
51 degrees, actually 54 now here in Dallas. We're probably going to be by the end of this game around 50, so it should be pretty nice conditions outside. Really no wind to speak of. Second down and 10, handoff Lee trying to go wide right, not happening. Lobo defense all over him as they'll drop him for no gain right at the 35-yard line.
Excellent job there by the defense, staying at home, running a counter back to you, not getting fooled, not letting them bounce outside and getting any room there. The defense was flowing fast, and that was a good stop there by Morrow.
Also in the game now is SEA Hampton Williams, 47, as he's kind of moving to that outside linebacker spot, that hand-down pass rusher that had been Isaiah Horton's spot.
3rd and 10 here.
Jones back, got some time, throws sideline, caught 45-yard line, instantly dropped where it's caught, but it's enough for the first down as Pipkin beats Jackson at this spot and picks up 11.
Man-to-man coverage there. You had Jackson, TJ Jackson playing in the slot. Was able to stay with the man, but that was an excellent pitch and catch there. The ball was thrown to where Jackson wasn't at, and they was able to get the first down.
Boy, they got it right on the first down, actually a 10-yard gain. Checking in, Davion Jackson, number 40 for the Lobos as they rotate defensive linemen in and out. First down and 10 again at the 45-yard line. Tigers back to the ground, back to Lee. Stiff arming, but cannot get away as Kason Brooks wrestles him down like a calf at the 48-yard line.
You're not going to get by with that tackling machine in Kason Brooks. He's a guy that's been poised and possessed all season long to be able to get stops whenever he needs to or whenever the team needs him to. Comes up with a big tackle there.
All right, so 2nd down and 7. Lancaster on their 2nd possession of the game. So far, Lobo defense has not been able to get them off the field. Carter's asking for a man to come in motion. Now he finally does. That's choice. Comes in and goes away, and they'll throw one out to Lee in the flat again as he's bumped out of bounds. Again, it's Kason Brooks over there. Looks like that's his assignment today, is stay with Isaiah Lee. Out of bounds at the 48 of the Lobos. 3rd down and 3 coming up.
Yeah, one thing you want to watch, too, one thing that they did and had success with us last year, if you wasn't watching that quarterback, he was able to reel off big-time first downs there. So that is kind of keeping our linebacker intact a little bit. So that's why you're seeing him not kind of jumping out there at the flat early on.
Jones with just 91 rushing yards this season. So it's not like he's been taking off running a lot. And we're going to go quick play action. That one caught with no defender around him. 35, 30, 25, and finally knocked down at about the 18-yard line. That's Sir Eric Scarborough. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Tigers.
And here they go, going quick. Going quick after that big first down. Once they get inside the 50, here they come in with another one.
All the way down to the 19-yard line. 1st down, back to the ground. Lee, and here he goes again. He's into the secondary and the end zone, and it's a 13-0 lead for the Tigers.
The defender bit inside, and the running back took it out. Nobody out there could tame it. Your lineman lost his assignment on what he was supposed to do. Giving up another score here. These Lancaster Tigers are up 2 early on in this first quarter.
Well, we're going to put a lot of pressure on the Lobo offense. The margin of error has dropped very, very low now for Longview. James Smith, the kicker, on for the point after.
Got a lot of ball game left. No need to still panic yet. You can still run your offense, but you need to start getting a good drive together, start converting on some downs, give you something to kind of feel good about yourself, give the defense a little time to kind of figure out what's going on.
Yeah, our first drive was 7 plays, 79 yards. That one, 9 plays, 79 yards. Took 3+ minutes off the clock, and with 3:28 left to play in the first quarter, Lancaster's got a 14-0 lead over the Lobos. This is a little different than what we saw when we played them a year ago. Longview jumped out, had a pretty impressive lead, I think, at one point in time. We were 24-10, 24-13, something like that.
Yeah, we definitely went into halftime of last year's game in the playoffs feeling good about ourselves. Yeah. We was actually thinking about next week. We was thinking about punching our ticket to the next dance. Instead, we had a whole nother half to play, and that half didn't go our way. So hopefully we can get ourselves together. We've been composed. We've been down before. We just need to answer one play at a time, take it one play at a time, and not think about the whole bigger picture. Just take it, just keep the small thing, keep the standard, and let's go play some football.
Yeah, last year's game looked like it was going to overtime. Lobos fumbled with 40 seconds left to play and ended up giving up the game-winning field goal. And we were all kind of shocked at how that ended. Now, trying to get the kickoff, that ball gets muffed, and look what Lancaster found. A short kick that Doxey had to try to come running up to get on the what looked like almost short hop, and instead it's another quick, or now a quick turnover. Lancaster's got a chance to go up 3 scores here in the quarter.
Kind of feeling, kind of smelling themselves a little bit. They saw something on that kickoff to make them want to go short this time here. Went with the onside kick, the surprise onside kick. It worked out in their favor. Now they're getting the chance to kind of go up 3 scores.
Well, first down at the, I got to put it at the 41-yard line. I thought it was 38, but they've actually backed it off now. So first down at the 41-yard line. Lancaster's got they're off a lineman, and now they're going to have a little bit of a break before they start this play. They ran an extra lineman on, and the Tigers waved him off, so the officials held it up. Handoff to Lee, and he's going to be dropped right at the 41-yard line as Kason Brooks continues to have a big game. It looks like Lee got laundry down at the 40-yard line.
Flag down on the play. The run didn't go anywhere. Brendan Reese was able to make an aggressive tackle. sling the ball carrier down for a minimal gain.
Let's check what the flag is. Nobody's moved yet. Up, face mask, it looks like, on the Lobos. Well, let's compound the problem. So they'll walk off 15 more and put the thing down at the 26-yard line or 25-yard line.
Be careful here of a big play here. They've been able to run it down our throats here, coming up with big passes plays on third downs. We definitely need to come out and get a stop very quickly here.
All right, so at the 26-yard line, it'll be first down and 10. Jones back to pass. Got a little pressure coming, backing away, throws off his back foot and out of bounds at the 10-yard line. It's going to bring up second down and 10.
It's about the first time tonight we've been able to get pressure on their quarterback. The defensive line did an excellent job. I think they did a kind of a stunt. The coverage in the back end was able to, no, they just straight rushed them. Defense, the secondary on the back end held those guys in coverage. Quarterback didn't have anywhere to throw. He just kind of got out the pocket and just threw it to the sideline.
Second down and 10. Lobos showing blitz. Instead, they'll hand the ball to Lee. There's nothing going inside, trying to go outside, and he's dropped at the 26-yard line. Third down and 10.
Excellent job there by your senior safety. I believe that's Peoples coming down and not letting him get outside, coming up with a gain of 1 yard. Brings up third and 9. You need to get a stop right here without giving up many yards. I don't think they have a good kicker, not that I've seen on tape. This is a big time down right here, probably 4 down territory. So they're going to probably try to get it, just trying to get some yards right here.
So on third down, just shy of 10, Jones back to pass. Again, pressure coming up the middle. There's Kason Brooks. He'll swing him down back at the 38-yard line, and it's going to be fourth down and about 22.
That was the stop you needed. Give the defense a little confidence. Give the offense a little confidence. Come up with the fourth down. This punt team is coming out the punt. No score off of that onside kick. Excellent job by your defense being able to come up with a big stop right there.
Are you surprised they're not going to go for it here?
No, I'm not. 4th and 20. I'm definitely not surprised they're not going for it.
Yeah, but you know where you are. If you don't get it, you've got about 15 yards if this punt sails into the end zone.
Knowing that they're seeing us with the backup quarterback right now, too, they want to see him, being able to see him march the ball down the field, too.
Here's the punt. Let's see, we're going to let it go over our head. We do. It rolls inside the 5 and into the end zone. Well, they almost had us down at the 1 yard line.
Ball took a favorable bounce for them. Luckily, the awareness for their team was on our side because their ball just crept on into the end zone. We get the ball, 20-yard line. Let's go, Lobos, on offense. Let's be able to make a play here.
All right, so Lobos dodge a bullet. The onside kick was a no harm, no foul. Other than the defense spend another minute or so out on the field more than they probably needed to.
Absolutely. You asked the defense to do a lot in the first quarter. The offense only ran the ball 3 times so far, and we're almost at the end of the quarter.
Yeah.
That's a lot that the defense that's a big task you've had to ask the defense to do.
All right, offensively, Fernando Longoria, left tackle. Jaden Jackson is the left guard. Eddie McMillan, the center. Cedric Reitner, the right guard. Jamorian George at right tackle. Bryant Williams, a tight end. Dede Williams, a receiver, along with Jaden Herndon. First down, a little high on the passes. Sophomore quarterback Trey Hamilton got hammered back at about the 15-yard line and holding his hand up, number 8. That's Jaden Shaw, the 260-pound senior defensive tackle.
Ball sailed on him, but he really didn't have the time to be able to get that pass to him. Brings up second down here, so you don't like that start coming up with an incomplete pass. Lobos under center right now.
Erden out wide. They'll hand the ball off to Boosie. Little cut to the 24-yard line. Gain of 4. Brings up third down and 6.
Excellent vision there by Boosie. Being able to see that his initial stretch zone where he was supposed to hit that gap wasn't there. Saw a cutback lane. Being able to see that, come away with 4 yards, bring up third and 6 right here. We need a big conversion right here to get us to a first down and give us something to feel good about.
Defensively, the ends are Miles Kirk, number 16, 240-pound senior, and Jabraylon Fisher, number 10. He's a 220-pound junior. We saw Shaw already. 40 is Jacoby Williams. He's a 240-pounder. Trey in a little trouble. Fastball caught, hung onto by Herndon at the 33-yard line. Lobos have their first down of this game.
Excellent job by Trey, staying composed. Seeing that the pocket was closing in on him, scrambled out to the outside, didn't elect to run, saw a wide open man in the zone. Herndon, your freshman wide receiver, found the opening. He was able to throw it in and get a first down.
And if nothing else, it lets the offense stay on the field. It lets us get to the quarter break, which we're down to 15 seconds. They actually do not have to snap the ball here. First down and 10, 33-yard line. And we got flags and whistles, and Trey got to take a shot on a dead play, and we'll see if we're going to move back 5 yards. Look like the Tigers are pointing very aggressively toward the Lobos, and sure enough, movement. And we'll march back 5 yards.
Kind of one of those deals that you probably wish you would have just took that on in and just live with the starting the opening drive of the second quarter out with the 1st and 10. Now you're going to start with the 1st and 15.
Yeah, so there's the whistle to end the first quarter. Lobos got handled in that first quarter by the Tigers. They got a little drive started. First down and 15 when we come back, as you're watching our presentation of Lobo football on the Longview ISD Facebook page.
Hey, Kay.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Mom. I want to talk to you about something.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Having you in the stands means the world to me.
But I need to ask you something.
Hey, Lobos. It's important, so listen up. I've made a commitment to play the Texas way. That means I play for respect of others.
I will not let my opponent become my enemy. I will not cheat or cut corners.
I've made a commitment to play the Texas way. That means I play with a control of self.
I will slow my anger down. I will act based on my standards.
I've made a commitment to play the Texas way. That means I play with the spirit of competition.
I will prepare myself inside and out. I will bounce back when I get knocked down. I will compete with a passion to be my absolute best.
So my question for you is this. Will you commit to support me the Texas way?
That means having my back. It means cheering loudly, but it doesn't mean putting other people down.
It doesn't mean yelling at the ref. It doesn't mean letting your passion become a distraction.
You say it, my coach says it too. My actions are about more than just me.
It's about representing our Lobos and Lady Lobos.
It's about more than a scoreboard. It's about using sports to become all that I can become.
And having fun while I'm doing it.
I couldn't do it without you, and I wouldn't want to.
All righty, welcome back. Chuck, Zach, Keaton Daniels, Frank Sides with you. Here is our Longview ISD presentation of Lobo playoff football, and officials with a quick timeout gives us a chance to recap the first quarter. Lancaster 10 first down, Lobos 1. Lancaster 49 yards on the ground, Lobos 3. Lancaster was 7 of 9 throwing the football, 104 yards. Lobos 2 of 4 for 14. So we got outgained 153 to 17 in the first quarter, 10 first downs to 1. Score indicates exactly all that. 14-0 Lancaster with the lead.
Let's put that behind us now. Let's go ahead and let's play a little bit better football here.
Hamilton keeping it this time on the read option. He'll get out across the 30 to about the 31-yard line, where he got back some of that 5 yards. Brings up second down and 12.
Second and 12, read was speed option. The defender was kind of in between, so Trey just decided to keep it and get whatever yards he could. Comes away with 3 yards. Second and 12 here.
The linebackers for the Tigers are going to college. KB Winston is number 0. He's already committed to Cal. Dylan Sandals is committed to Columbia. He's the middle linebacker, number 9. And Victor Scott may be the best of them all. He's 6'2", 200-pound sophomore, and he has got offers galore already. Second down and about 12. Handoff to Buster. Mumphrey's going to get maybe a half yard or so, and that's about all. And now it's going to bring up third down, and you're behind the chains at third down and 11.
So I talked about early on in the first drive, this Lancaster team is crowding the box. They played us before. They know what 20 is capable of. They know what we're capable of in our running game. So they're going to load the box up and elect to let you beat them, try to beat them on the outside. That is where you're going to win this game at if you cannot continue to keep pounding them inside. And 3rd and long, this is obvious passing down.
Chase Peterson 5 in. He's wide right. Pass rush coming. Hamilton in a little bit of trouble. Decides to throw on the run. That is at the 46-yard line. Officials say nope. Didn't hang on to it. Bobbled it going out of bounds. And it's going to be 4th down. Intended target that time was indeed Chase Peterson.
It's a flag on the play there, but this offense is running out.
Yep.
May have been a holding, and there's this decline that continues to bring up 4th down. It looks like Trey did an excellent job there, getting to the outside, throwing it to our receiver, just unable to come up with the catch on the comeback route.
All right, I'm going to ask you a big question.
Okay.
We've played a quarter and a minute. Boosie's had 1 pass reception and 1 carry.
If I'm Boosie, I'm going to coach, and I'm just giving him the feed me sign. That is not a recipe for you to win the game, me touching the ball only 1 time.
No.
I need a little bit more here, so look to see him to get him the ball a little bit more.
Mitchell gets a great roll on the punt as it gets down at the 17-yard line. Fantastic punt that time for Dre Mitchell. 33-18, 51-yard punt.
Yeah, so offensively, we need to start giving Boosie the ball a little bit more. We need to, if we're going to stay true to ourselves, we need to make sure we give him the ball, run the ball. That'll open up play action pass. That'll open up things a little bit more on the outside. That'll give Trey a little bit more time to kind of calm down and see what the defense is actually trying to do. And also gives this defense a chance to rest a little bit too.
All right, Carter Jones back to work at the 17-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. He'll pass on 1st down and got a man. Oh boy, that one first looked like it was going to be an incomplete pass. Instead, just an amazing catch by what looked like was going to be a pickoff by Woods. Instead, Pipkins comes up with it, lays out, and grabs it up to the 33-yard line. They don't even have the chain set, and they're back passing again, and Pipkins has another 1st down to the 46-yard line.
Here they go again in the hurry-up situation here. We was not able to line up right. We only had 1 guy on the outside with 2 guys out there. Easy pitch and catch. That's an easy 1st down. Recipe for disaster for the Lobo defense if you cannot get lined up quickly.
And again, quick toss. Again, caught 48-yard line. Not much happening there. Gain of maybe 2. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. That's Emmanuel Choice with the reception.
Defense is bending a little bit. Already got the ball out to midfield. Down 2 scores right now. You need to stop. You need turnovers if you can get them. You need to be able to just line up and just say, hey, man, I'm just not going to let you do anything else that you want to do tonight. You're going to have to run through me to beat me.
2nd down and 8. Jones, 3-step drop. That's his M.O. Throws toward the middle of the field. Caught Lobo 45-yard line and up to the 40 for another 1st down. This time number 7 is their target, and that is the 2nd catch of the evening so far for DeCarrion Johnson.
My opinion, quarterback sitting back there too long. There's too many eyes just watching him instead of finding their man who's ever in their zone. You need to collapse to your man and then find out what the quarterback is trying to do instead of looking the other way.
We're having a hard time getting pressure on the quarterback. Throws that one on the run, tipped and almost intercepted. Laid out at about the 20-yard line was Jalen Taylor, who almost got exactly what you were asking for, Keaton, and that would have been a turnover.
Big time play could have been made there to be able to come away with the interception there. The senior got a pass breakup. Instead, you get this Lancaster team another chance at 2nd down here.
Ball at the 46-yard line, 2nd down and 10. Drive started back on the 17-yard line. They have driven the length of the field twice. And they'll hand off, and Lee falls down. I don't know if he stumbled over the quarterback or his own feet, but he goes down back at about the 44-yard line. And it's going to bring up 3rd down in a bunch.
Here you go, opportunity now, 3rd down. It's 3rd and about 14. You got a chance to be able to come away with the stop and being able to make this Tiger team punt the ball. The Lobos, you definitely need this stop right now. Last time on 3rd down, you got a big sack. Now you need to be able to come away with the stop here and not give up any big-time yards.
So 3rd down and 14. Jones to roll to his right. On the run, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, but he missed him. Boy, they got a guy open at the 25-yard line and just couldn't get the connection as he threw that wide and out of bounds intended target was number 5 for them. That is Braylon McDonald, looks like.
Sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good. And that was a situation right there where luck was on your side. Wide receiver was wide, scot-free, open. Quarterback just let that ball sail. And I think that's just a little bit of him being a little injured right now. He can't throw the ball like he wants to, and we'll definitely take that. That brings up 4th down and give us the ball back. Let's go, Lobos.
All right, punting time. Lobos have Bubba White back at the 10-yard line, and we've got a flag before we ever get going. Now a timeout. They think they were running out of clock, and so for the first time, the Tigers going to take a timeout. Leon Paul didn't want to give up the extra 5 yards. He'll take the timeout. It comes with 7:44 to play in the first half.
Kind of coming up in a different look there. Everybody was lined up. And, hey, I actually think they had a fake lined up there.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, I think they had a fake there. Looking at the replay here, you saw some guys running out to the outside wide. Hopefully that timeout was for us to be able to say, hey, stay in front of your man. Watch for all the gimmick stuff. Let's watch what they're doing. Stay in front. Let's not let anybody behind us and give them any type of trickery plays right now.
So twice now they've driven inside Lobo territory, but got stymied at around the 35-ish yard line. And they will punt. This one spiral, spinning down, caught at the 10-yard line. And Bubba's going to get maybe the 15-yard line. Now I don't see a flag, do you?
No, I don't, but it looks like he got grabbed up by the face mask. Not sure if he grabbed the mouthpiece or what. But I thought he was face mask from up here. But we're sitting 4 rows up.
4 rows up, 4 stories up.
4 stories up.
If I was 4 rows up, I could see a lot better than this.
4 stories up. It looks like, looking at the replay, they grabbed the jersey, which he grabbed it on the inside, so that is not horse collar.
All right, well, Lobos, who have had not much success so far offensively, just 1 first down, will take over at the 15-yard line. See if this is the Boosie drive. Haven't had one yet. On first down, they'll give it to Buster again. Mumphrey for a yard, that's about all. I'm starting to wonder if Boosie's fully healthy.
He looked good to me down earlier at warm-ups. You know, the adrenaline's flowing. But you got to be able to make him a threat. He actually wasn't even in that time. Here he comes right now checking into the game.
Guy's averaging 170 yards a game. He's had 1 carry. We're into the second quarter. 14-0, Tigers lead. Boosie in now as Trey gets the play in from the sideline. Play clock, lots of time, still with a dozen seconds left as they all hit the lineup. We'll give it to Boosie this time. Finds a little seam and will work his way to just across the 20-yard line, where it brings up 3rd and 4.5.
Brings up 3rd and 4.5. This is manageable. If you want to try to run the ball here, you definitely need to try to find out what play is going to work for you. You need a first down. It is critical right now in this drive that you can try to start moving the ball a little bit to start feeling good about yourself.
All right, so 3rd down, a big one coming up for the Lobo offense. Sophomore quarterback. Looks like he's going to be under center this time. Lobo's in the eye. They'll go to Boosie and hit in the backfield. Linebacker comes charging up and makes contact before Boosie can get ahead of steam going. And it will be short, obviously, of the first down. Coming up to make that hit. 25 for them is Amir Atkinson, a freshman linebacker who holds Boosie to 1 yard.
Got to be wondering, what are we doing right now? What is going on? It's not the start that we wanted from our offense. Defense was giving up 2 scores back-to-back drives, but now we've had back-to-back stops on the defense. You definitely want to get this offense going. We need to get it going fast. Now we need the defense to come up with the 3rd stop in a row.
Mitchell with another punt, hits at the 50, takes a Lobo bounce inside the 40, and will be downed at about the 30. Well, they're going to put it back on the 40-yard line.
Starting with the ball at about close to the 40-yard line here. You know this Lancaster team is going to try to come away with a big play here. They've had a couple opportunities that It just did not go their way. You definitely think that they can come out and do whatever they want to right now.
38-yard punt, by the way, for Andre Mitchell. First down at the 40-yard line. Empty set again. Now they're going to shift 4-5 guys around and end up with one man in the backfield. They'll shift again. Quick pitch this time. 45, 50, and out of bounds. That's the backup tailback now for Lancaster. That's in there. Number 22 is Khalil Williams.
The problem is with that shifting, we're not moving at all. We're standing there, and they're on their motion is getting out. They're out leveraging us. They're beating us with their leverage, being able to get a first down easily on that play.
Gain of 11. Back to the ground they'll go. This time up to around the 47-yard line, maybe the 46. Gain of 3 that time. On the play, Victor Scott, a guy who's playing linebacker as well as running back. In fact, in warmups, he was doing a lot of work in the backfield. Third down. Looks like we've got, let's see, for a second, the officials kind of held things up. Lancaster made a substitution. Lobos get the chance to do that as well. Now we'll go. Jones, 3-step. Pressure coming. Got him from behind. Kason Brooks again. Second sack of the day for Brooks. A loss of 5 back to the 48.
You need a stop? Guess who's going to make that stop? Number 31. He's been a tackling menace for you all season long. He's been able to come away with big play after big play after big play. He's able to tackle the quarterback in his blind spot. He did not see him coming. Come away with big third down here now.
Tell you what, he and Brendan Reese were highly touted when they got to high school. When they finally got on the field, there was talk this may be the best duo of inside linebackers maybe ever at Longview. I don't know if I can make that argument or not, but they have certainly been impressive. And as seniors, they have run this defense.
Well, just looking at this year, these guys have been the catalyst. They've been the leading force, the strong force for this defense as we have a timeout. You got to love the way these two seniors have stepped up and has been able to lead this team.
Another timeout taken by the Tigers. They've got one left here in the half. 14-0. They have the lead. They scored 2 first-quarter touchdowns on long 79-yard drives. Lobos since then have done a pretty good job of at least mitigating the damage. They've let them get a little bit of yardage, but not get into that red zone again, and have forced a couple of punts. Problem right now is the other side of the ball. Longview can't get a first down.
Absolutely. We cannot get a first down. I believe we only have 1 or 2 so far.
One.
Only just 1. We need to get something going on offense. With 3 minutes left to go in this half, we at least, if we can score right now, we get the ball to start the second half, give us something to feel good about. We got an opportunity to go for a two for none situation here.
Boosie, 3 carries, 10 yards through the first, what are we at, 22 minutes, or 21 minutes of this game. He's had 3 carries. All right, brings up 3rd down and 13 back at the 48-yard line. And in motion again. Boy, they like the motion a lot. Jones going to roll, pressure coming, throwing back the other direction. Breaking through a couple of blockers and making the tackle again.
What was that? T.J. Jackson, the sophomore, being able to see that it was a screen. He was able to break free of his man or the lineman and come away with a big tackle there.
Tell you what, that was an impressive play with 2 blockers out in front of him. Jackson split them. He did not let them be the aggressor. He was the aggressor. And as a result, this is a loss back to the 45-yard line, and they're going to have to punt again, 4th and 16.
Big play by number 30. Big play.
All right. Bubba White back at his 20-yard line. 3rd punt in a row now for the Tigers. Coming after him and almost got there. Punt's caught on the run by Bubba. Got a little bit of room. Decided to go backward instead of, I don't know why he didn't keep coming.
Man, he had a chance to stay outside, and there was nothing but green grass out there. He cut it in, and it wasn't his friend on that one. So, man, it had an opportunity to come away with a big gain there. Comes away with not much. Gives us the ball on the outside of the 30-yard line on the 25.
It's about a 10-yard return.
Right, 30.
But he had a chance to, he wasn't going to break this, but he may have gotten another 10, 15 yards if he'd have kept coming toward us in the press box on this near side of the field.
Yeah, he's going to see that on film, and he's going to be like, man, I should have stayed outside.
All right, first down at the 30-yard line. Hand off Boosie to the 35. Gain of 5 on first down.
About his biggest gain of tonight, and you're probably surprised, but this Lancaster team is crowding the box. When we go under center, 8-9 guys in the box, man-to-man on the outside, you're going to have to do your job to try to beat us. We're going to need a big play coming up here to try to get us something to feel good about.
So it's second down and 5. Dede going to split out wide left. Herndon in the slot. They're asking for some help. Ballou, the cornerback's asking for help over on this side. And here comes a safety rolling left. Hamilton, handoff inside Buster, yard maybe 2 to the 37-yard line.
Trey made the right read there. Triple option play. You have 3 different reads. The defensive end stayed away, which made him give the ball to the fullback.
2 minutes left to go in the half. 14-0. We got 2 very good bands here, by the way. You're watching this back in Longview or parts all over. You want to stick around for both of those performances. Third down, they're going to throw. Hamilton back to pass. Throws far side. Caught! That's caught and on the run. Lobo's going to get a chance to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Longview. On the catch and run, Buster Mumphrey, the fullback, will take it 63 yards to the house, and the Lobos are back in the game.
You talk about big play. We get our big play. Come from none other than senior Buster Mumphrey. Comes away with a big touchdown, and you got to wonder, was him and the tight end right there together? Did somebody run the wrong route? Because you gave the defender almost an opportunity to be able to make a play on that. But the ball went in our favor. Excellent job by Trey Hamilton coming away with the touchdown score to get the Lobos finally on board with a minute and 34 seconds left to go in the first half.
They rolled him left. They threw back right on that wheel route to the fullback. Point after by Mitchell's good. Lobos with a minute 31 left to play, or a minute 34 left to play in the half, have gotten this thing down to a 1-score game, and they will get the ball to start the second half. Just as a reminder, we'll take a quick break. We're coming right back here on Longview ISD's presentation of Lobo playoff football.
Our mission is to build a community of excellence and pride, one student at a time.
All right, Lobos finally get something good to happen. 3 plays, 70 yards. It ends with a 63-yard touchdown pitch and run from Trey Hamilton to Buster Mumphrey. We're up here talking, I think, maybe his first catch of the season.
That's absolutely right. And if you're at home watching this game, you get to breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah. Well, let's make sure we keep breathing. Lobo's got a tackle, and they finally get the return man down about the 38-yard line. Little pushing and shoving after the fact. TJ doesn't need to get tossed out. We need everybody out there.
Got to keep his composure. He's been playing well for us so far.
A late flag. Back at the 30-yard line, a flag just got dropped. There's another one back at the 27, so we may have a hold anyway.
And I see Coach House meeting him at the circle mark right there at center field. He saw what he did. It's something that's not going to be tolerated. He's not going to sit there and allow that to happen. He had to go get him a stern talking to and hopefully get himself together. But it is going backwards. That does not go our favor. I mean, that went in our favor.
Well, it ends up being marked down at the 20-yard line. So they saw the hold at the 30 and then added or subtracted, rather, the 10 yards on the holding penalty. So all that being said, Tigers are going to start back at the 20-yard line, first down and 10. 14-7, Longview finally making a little noise and getting into this game. And on first down, tell you what, Carter Jones Just met him about 2 or 3 Lobos right up the middle. Blitz. Jemias Morrow got there along with Kason Brooks.
Lobos come away with the timeout, and we just took our first timeout. Come away with the quick sack. It's something that we have started to kind of figure out what this Lancaster team is starting to do. They scored on their first 2 drives. We done stopped them 3 times now. Coach Barry and the defense is starting to bring their pressure that they normally brings, and is actually starting to play in our favor. Timeout here, 1 minute and 18 seconds left. The defense come away with 2 more stops, get an offensive chance to get the ball back. We are a big play away from tying this game up, but first, let's take it one play at a time, get a stop here, and let's go from there.
I got 2.5 sacks for Kason Brooks so far in his first half.
Kason is playing absolutely out of his mind.
Now, the Lobos last week got 8 quarterback sacks. We went nuts last week. Kason Brooks had 3 last week. He's at 2.5 right now, only because he shared that last one with Jemias.
Empty formation again coming up is the formation that they gave us the previous play. Curious to see what they're going to do now, see if we're going to have anybody that's for the quarterback. They got to get the ball out very quickly.
And Lobos showed blitz, backed out of it, throw quick. They make a catch at the 15-yard line, break a tackle, and it's spun down at around the 30-yard line, very close to the first. In fact, they'll say a yard short of the first. I think that's Choice that had the – no, it's actually Lee with the catch.
Now, when you come away with – you have to throw it quick. You know you one-on-one. You got to be able to make those tackles. You got to be able to come away with stops. Longview was able to miss the tackle to let the running back or the receiver run free for a little bit to get them almost a first down.
3rd and 1. Jones throwing again, incomplete, wide of his target. Pipkins was the intended target that time. T.J. Jackson on the coverage, and it brings up 4th down and a yard.
Incomplete, clock stops. They're running their punt team out. Longview, you cannot do anything silly right here to come up and jump off sides. You got to be careful, and it looks like we're in safe. We don't have our punt team, our regular punt team out, so we're just gonna let them just punt the ball. Clock stop. We have a chance to try to go score.
Bubba's back at the 40-yard line. There's still 46 seconds left in this half. Here comes the punt. This one, a line drive. It's going to hit once. Bubba chasing after it and decides last minute, let's leave it alone. He'll get down at the 42-yard line with 38 seconds left to play in the half.
4 straight stops now by your defense. You got to love the way that they have turned it on after letting them march the ball down the field and be able to score. You got to love it, especially the 3rd drive after they come away with the onside kick and we had the ball they had the ball in short territory, and we did not let them score. And ever since then, our defense has been playing lights out.
As bad as we have looked for a half, we're down a score with the ball and a chance to maybe pick up some points and get the ball again to start the second half.
Absolutely.
Momentum feels like it's shifting a little bit. Lobos' favor. 1st down. Boosie across the 45 to the 47-yard line for a gain of 5.
Quick timeout here. 1 timeout left, 30 seconds left to go with the ball. You got the ball right here about midfield.
Can we do this real quick? That for Boosie is 5 carries, 20 yards. He has just passed Taylor Tatum and has now moved into 3rd place all time. He needed 17. He's got 20. I've got him at 1,892 yards, 8 more, and he becomes a 1,900-yard rusher this season.
Excellent job in Boosie in the season. But, man, the season is still far away from being over. Boosie wants to tell you he wants to do this for another 4 more weeks after tonight. But we have to take care of 1 game at a time, 1 half at a time, 1 play at a time. We talked about the standard. The standard starts with 1 play and doing your job each play to being able to give yourself an opportunity to get more.
Yeah, so ball's at the 47. Lobos burned the timeout that time. They've still got 1 left. 2nd down and 5. Hamilton back to pass. Looking, throwing, sideline, caught by Boosie at the 40. He'll go down to the 37-yard line. He didn't get out of bounds, but he got the 1st down.
Coach King is telling him to kill it. Clock's supposed to stop until the chains get set, until the refs are ready. So it gives you a time to kind of get yourself settled, get yourself composed to be able to kill the clock real quick.
And they'll do it. 21 seconds left on the clock.
You save your timeout. Excellent job there by Trey, being able to stay composed in the pocket. Finding Bootsy on the slot on a deep out route, come away with the big catch there. He had to jump and go get it. Come away with it, get the first down, clock stop.
Now, we watched in warm-up. I don't know if you were up here yet, but Mitchell was hitting from 42, 45 yards with room to spare. So that would mean you got to get the ball about another 10 or 12 yards. And before we get going, another timeout. This one called by the Tigers as they didn't like something they saw defensively, and they burned their final timeout.
Burn their final timeout. Kind of gives us an opportunity to kind of reset. We can give ourselves an opportunity to talk about what plays you like, what opportunity can we get to be able to call maybe 2 plays at a time and line up and run it. You got Coach Val, the offensive coordinator, sitting right over here next to us. You're not going to be able to hear him because there's a glass wall over us. But, you got to think that he's over there kind of getting it together on what we're going to do next. We got to have a plan. Do we need to get a timeout in the situation depending on what play we have called?
Well, you got one.
You got different options.
You got one timeout left, so you can use the middle of the field. You can stop the clock if you get enough to at least give yourself a shot at a field goal, you would think.
If you get in the middle of the field and you give yourself, you probably only run about 5 or 6 seconds left off of this clock, give yourself an opportunity to kill it one more time with the
you got to get a first down.
You got to get a first down to be able to do it, but you give yourself an opportunity. You save that timeout, and then hopefully you can do whatever you want to try to get some points on the board to end the half.
One play offensively has turned this game around. Different sense down in the field, up here in the booth. 2nd down and 10. Hamilton setting up the screen. Oh, no! Intercepted and going the other way. Oh, no! And just like that, 14-7 became 20-7.
Unfortunate there, pick 6 goes the wrong way for us. There's a flag on the play. Hopefully that's going to come back, and it looks like it is. Maybe a block in the back. Going to take a touchdown off the board.
I believe that was Kanan Jones, the senior corner, that picked that ball off. The Lobos really telegraphed that.
They did.
All the linemen stayed in one spot. Mumphrey stayed in one spot. Nobody moved. And Trey threw that ball up, and it was a juggling act by the corner, Kanan Jones, but he brought the ball in. Now, Lobos are walking this thing backward toward the Lancaster side. Let's see where they're going to mark this thing.
Yeah, he was.
There's a lot of conversation going on with 4, 5, 6 officials all surrounded by Tiger players. Lobos are off on their side of things, but I don't know if the offense is still out on the field. I'm not sure. We got both units for the Lobos, the offense and the defense out there.
Well, the defense should be out there. That is a cutback block that should be called, but they're calling unsportsmanlike on Lancaster. I'm not understanding right now.
Well, what it means is they're giving them the touchdown, and you're going to mark off the penalty yards on the kickoff, I would assume.
Yeah, but we go back and look at the play. We have the opportunity to on our end. That was a cutback block, a blindside block. That touchdown should be off the board, and it should be a 15-yard penalty from there without them, getting this touchdown. But the refs didn't see it that way. They call it unsportsmanlike or taunting, gives them the touchdown, not to go in our favor.
Well, that ends up being about a 55-yard interception. They're going to mark the penalty yards off on the point after try, so they'll move him back to the 18-yard line to try this point after. Boy, as good as it was 30 seconds ago is as bad as it feels right now. So point after try was going to be from 35 yards away to try to make this a 21-7 lead. And the kick is going to be just barely enough to get over the crossbar to make it 21-7. 8 seconds left to play. And it went from just amazing to terrible in the course of about 15 seconds.
Talk about a game of momentum. The Momentum looked like it was going our way. We ran a play. We ran a trick play and almost caught them slipping. They had one guy that smelled something fishy, stayed home. He was able to get a pick to interception, run it back for a touchdown, to put them back up 2 scores. With 8 seconds left to go, they're probably just gonna pooch it, onside it, go away up 2 scores at halftime. They're definitely not gonna kick it deep to our threats. And they're just gonna take this 2 scores in.
All right, you're John King, and you're about to take your guys in the halftime. You get the ball to start the second half. You can get this thing back to a 1-score game and get back to where you felt just a minute ago. But you're going to have to do a lot of psychological work in the locker room with these guys right now.
Yeah, if you know your team, like I know Coach King knows his team, he's definitely going to challenge them. They've been able to answer all the challenges throughout this season, answer whatever he throws at them. He just needs to go in, tell them one play at a time. We go out there and score. This next drive, defense, we know they're going to come away with stops. We're back in this ball game, but you got to take care of. You cannot have ill-advised mistakes.
All right, a friend of mine who's an official gives me a word here as Lobos will fair catch that sliding to the 46-yard line by Doxey. Here's what the call was. Sideline interference on the Lancaster sideline. It's a live ball foul enforced as a dead ball. That's what you get.
But you still miss the crackback.
Well, yeah, the block's a different animal, but the actual penalty was that. So I appreciate that from our looks like we're going to have interference on the fair catch on Lancaster, so they'll mark 15 more yards off on that fair catch that Kiefer Doxey just made at the 45. This ball should go down to about the 40-yard line of Lancaster with 8 seconds left.
You got an opportunity here to throw a jump ball if they're going to play man-to-man coverage.
Maybe not. I guess they didn't mark it off.
Safe. You got an opportunity. You're going to let them play man-to-man coverage with they're bringing guys deep. They're not electing to give up anything deep right now, and give up any kind of cheap points.
All right, well, Lobos have 1 timeout and 8 seconds left. Hamilton going to go back to pass. He's got a little space. There's really nobody open. He's going to run out of bounds at the 48 with 2 seconds left as he picks up 8 yards.
Everybody's sitting back deep in coverage. 3 guys on that route. Nobody was open. He just steps up in the pocket. Just elect to get as many yards as he can. I believe it's a gain of 9. Gets the ball to right outside the 45-yard line.
No, you got a chance from here to get that ball to the end zone.
And he has a big arm to be able to get it there.
And either maybe get a lucky break or get an interference and maybe get a chance to get another free play out of it.
Here's your chance. You got big D.D. Williams.
They give him time. Here's the throw. Boy, he really fired that. It's bobbled, knocked down at the 5-yard line, and that will end the first half. Well, it was a bad first quarter. It was a better second quarter except for one play. And as a result, the Lobos go to the locker room trailing Lancaster 21-7 with a chance to advance to round number 3, going to hang in the balance of the next 24 minutes of play here at John Kincaide Stadium in Dallas.
Got an opportunity here. You got to be able to answer. Come out in the second half. Come away with the touchdown. Come away with points. Give you something to feel good about. Defense continue to keep playing the way that they have been playing. Coach Barry on that side has definitely made some adjustments. Now it's going to be time for our offense to make adjustments and be able to make plays.
Lobos with 3 first downs. Lancaster with 14. 35 rushing yards for us, 47 for them. We are 4 of 10 throwing the ball for 93 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. They are 14 of 19 for 159. Total offense for them is at 206. Lobos with 128. That is your numbers at halftime. It looks like the big green marching machine's ready to take the field. We'll be quiet and let you enjoy the halftime as we get a little bit of a break, and we'll come back for the second half as our presentation of Lobo playoff football continues here, courtesy of Longview ISD.
their spring routine 2. Show me how you burlesque. The 2024 Longview High School Majorettes will perform a dance floor routine 2, Bye Bye Bye. The local band performed at the UIL Region 21 Marching Band Contest. the Lobo Band was awarded a first division from all three judges. This marks the 75th time the Lobo Band was awarded a first division at the UIL Region Marching Contest, which is a state record. On Wednesday, October 30th, the Lobo Band traveled to Waco and competed in the UIL Military Marching Contest, where they placed second and earned the silver medal. Ladies and gentlemen, under the field direction of drum majors Laney Weber, Addison Chastain, and Etty Eastland, the Longview Independent School District proudly presents the award-winning Longview High School Lobo Band. This is the Big Green Marching Machine. as the big green marching machine marches the rocket out off the field. Introducing on this nasty game, Mr. Brusserini. Tonight, the 302 moving forward to Now coming to the center of the field. The first gun line, you on three. Come on, make some noise. LPD. We know the best school. Check it out. You want to be the pro? You got to play. We never gonna let those logos drive.
Well, we've seen all kinds of contrast tonight. We've seen the Lobos in white and the Tigers in black. We've seen a military band. We saw a more freestyle kind of band. We've seen an amazing display in the first quarter for the Tigers. We saw the Lobos with an equally amazing defensive last 4 or 5 drives. We have a pick six that's been a difference in this maybe being either a one-score game or a tie game, and it's amazing how things can change on one play. 21-7 the score. Lobos need a... You don't want to come out and say they got to score in the first possession because they don't have to. Mm-hmm. But if this thing's going to come down to what we want it to be, which is a Lobo comeback, they are going to have to give that defense some rest, and they're going to have to go down and get some points at least in the first 2 drives in the second half.
And if you want to feel good about your situation, coming out and scoring on this first drive is how you feel good, make you feel better about it. You got to be able to come out and score, get yourself some points. Defense has been playing lights out since after the 3rd drive of the game. So the defense kind of you think the defense has figured out what this Lancaster team is doing. Offensively, you need to figure out what the defense of the Tigers are doing. You need to be able to exploit those mismatches, give your guys the ball, being able to score, get yourselves in space, give your guys the ball and be able to do some good things, get them going positive.
All right, we're ready for half number 2. Boosie's back deep. Bubba's back beside him. They have not gotten the ball back deep yet on the kick return. We'll see if Lancaster continues to kick it short, and it looks like they are. Another fair catch called for and made at about the 48-yard line. And the Lobos will get the ball in great field position up around midfield. On that fair catch, by the way, for Longview is junior Jakaris Starks.
Gotta love us starting the ball right at midfield. Lancaster's doing us a favor. We just got to be able to capitalize on that and be able to go do our thing and then score some points. It starts right here with play number 1.
All right, well, Lobos are going to have a great spot to start in. First down and 10. Sophomore quarterback Trey Hamilton still in the ball game, starting in the first down handoff, about a yard for Boosie Washington. Second down and 9 coming up.
Here goes the Tigers starting out with a little late shift. If you remember last year, we false started so many times on that. It's one thing that you got to be able to answer that. You got to be able to figure that out because here they go starting to do that.
Longview's offensive line, Longoria, Jackson, McMillan, Reitner, and George. Got to move some guys.
10 people in the box.
Second down and 9. It's Buster Mumphrey across the midfield stripe to about the 49. Gain it 2. Third down, 7 coming up.
Third down and 7. You know what they have lined up in. You almost, we're staying in this formation so far. You got to figure we need to exploit some opportunities there. Here we go now. We're coming out of the 2 tight end sets. Now with just 1 tight end as DD is getting ready to check into the game.
Mumphrey, 5 yards, 5 carries. That's how tough it's been inside against this Lancaster defense. D.D. Williams split out wide left. Herndon right. Back to pass. Trey, he's got a little bit of time. Now he's in trouble. Now he's giving up ground. He's still got time. Now somebody's got to break open. Instead, it looks like he stepped out of bounds. He did, way back at the 44-yard line. He did not pay attention to where the sideline was and actually ends up losing about 4 yards, well, actually about 7 yards on the play, and it brings up 4th down.
Not sure what was going on there. Not sure what we was doing on offense. Trey was scrambling around, kind of gave himself an opportunity there to make something happen, not knowing where he was at, ran out of bounds before he got the ball upfield. That's a loss of yards there. So here we are, definitely coming to punt the ball out right now.
Long time making the decision about should we punt or not. It's 4th down and 13 on the first drive of the second half, and there's no question you got to kick the ball. So Mitchell will be back around the 30-yard line. He's done a nice job tonight punting the football. This one, sky high, going to be caught on the run in an attempt by Pipkins to get some yardage. He'll take it out to about the 23, maybe the 24-yard line.
Defense, it's your turn to continue to keep doing what you've been doing. Come away with a stop. Give your offense the opportunity to be able to get some points after you get this Lancaster team off the field.
All right, 10:20 left to play, third quarter, 21-7. Lobos trailing, and we're going to put it right back on that defensive unit to try to hold this thing like it is. 2 men in the backfield this time, along with the quarterback. I say that, and they split him out, and Isaiah Lay comes back to the backfield with Carter Jones, the quarterback.
There's kind of a new look here.
They're going to do a little speed option here, a little jet sweep, and that's going to be positive yards across the 30 to about the 31-yard line for a pickup of about 7.
Stretch read or stretch jet sweep. Was able to find him a little hole there, come away with positive yards. Gain of 7 yards here to bring up 2nd and 3.
Victor Scott on the carry.
2 receivers up top. Got a safety that's over the top, but nowhere near it. So watch for a tunnel screen. And there was a run, but there was a flag.
Yep.
False start.
You know, receivers on the far side of the field want to move. So they'll mark them back 5 and get to do this again.
Here comes a sub package. You got T.J. Jackson coming in. An extra defensive lineman is coming out. 3 receivers at the top of the screen.
Linebackers have been key all year for the Lobos. Morrow, Brooks, Reese. 2nd down and 8, back at the 21. Lobos sending pressure. Carter's going to step up and run. He'll have a 1st down as he'll slide at the 40-yard line, going for about 9 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, when they went empty, we sent Case and Brooks on the blitz. Nobody's with a spy on the quarterback. Here they go going quick.
Yep, and right to the ground to Isaiah Lee, and Lee's going to get across the 40, and now it's going to be rugby time. Who can push the hardest? And, of course, they got a couple of 370 and 80-pound guys that are pushing, and they'll mark this down finally at about the 44-yard line. Give them a lot of forward progress on that 5-yard gain.
Yeah, when they went empty, when we sent Kaysen on the blitz, there was nobody to account for the quarterback. As Kaysen, or as Brendan Reese was in coverage there, nobody. The middle was wide open. Quarterback ran for a 1st down.
2nd down and 5 now at the 44. 8:30 left to play. 3rd quarter. Jones back to the ground again to Lee, trying to go wide. Oh, boy, big hit by Peoples, but he just busts through that and gets across the 50 to the 48-yard line for another Tiger 1st down.
Big hit, didn't bring his feet or his hands with him. The running back, just like all these other running backs are going to do pretty much in the playoffs, they're not going to stop on the first contact. You got to be able to bring a little bit more with it as they continue to go forward, and he gets a 1st down off of that.
Lee already has offers from Oregon, Baylor, SMU, among some others. Oh, and there's again going to be a sack. This time it's Hampton Williams that gets to him at the 45-yard line for a loss of 7.
Hampton Williams filling in for Horton tonight. He's been playing good for you all throughout this season. He comes up with a big timely sack right there, brings up a 2nd and about 17.
They have been deep at linebacker all season long and have needed some of that depth as we've spun linebackers down to the defensive line spot. And now with the injury to Isaiah Horton, yes, your Hampton Williams getting a chance to get some more minutes tonight. 2nd down, 17, back across the 50 at the 45. Carter Jones back. Got time. We'll throw this one out flat. Nobody over there. And finally, the Lobo defense catches up to the running back, Isaiah Lee. Will take him down at around the 50-yard line.
Excellent job by your backer. Here comes a late flag. Going against them, going against the Tigers. But excellent job there by your linebacker, coming away with a big stop. Brendan Reese, secure of all the secures in the open field tackle, comes away with a big stop there.
Lee's got to come out of the game after losing his helmet.
And you know what? I guarantee you he said something to the referee.
Yep.
Probably cussed, and the referee did not appreciate that.
Nope.
He threw the flag on him, and there we go, marching him back.
So unsportsmanlike, I'm moving back 15 yards. We'll take that. And we'll move things back to the 34-yard line. They now have, of course, it was after the pass play. So we've got 3rd down. They've got to get all the way to the 38-yard line of the Lobos. 3rd and 28. Perfect chance to try to get off the field. Jones going to roll to his right. He's got a couple receivers. He'll throw back to the left instead, and that one blown up again. Lobos will finally get there and finish it off, but yes, your Hampton Williams again with a great play. That'll be a loss back to the 25-yard line. They got 4th down and about 35 to go.
Excellent job by your defense. Everybody stayed at home. I saw an out and up down here at the bottom of the screen. The DB stayed with them. Hampton Williams stayed at home, saw the screen, saw his blockers leaving him. He smelled the rat. He stayed home, saw the screen coming backside here, was able to make a tackle there. And this is, when I say fourth and forever, I'm really mean forever. 37 yards.
Punting time. Bubba's going to be standing on his 45. Well, we dropped the punt, and they get off a bad kick on top of it.
Oh!
This one pops up in the air, caught by the Lobos, and they're going to go in and score. Are you kidding me? Kason Brooks, why not?
What a heads-up play by Kason Brooks. You wanted a turnover, but we'll take that. That ball was bobbled. He punted, and it didn't even make it to the line of scrimmage. Kason Brooks, your senior linebacker, smartly saw that it was kicked short, caught it, took it to the house for himself, scores untouched, touchdown. Lobos are down by a single score now.
I'm wondering, did that ball bounce off maybe one of the Lancaster linemen? Because that thing looked like it looked like a weird angle. Or did he just miss it and went straight up?
He flat out missed it.
Point after try is up. It's good. It's a 21-14 game with 5:56 left to play in the third.
We talk about who's out there to help you make a play, and it's always seemed to be Kason Brooks. Kason Brooks comes through with a key, timely play for us to be able to get on the board.
Crazy stuff.
I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that's the first career punt return touchdown for that young man.
Hey, that's the first one for us this year, too, so we'll definitely take that. We'll definitely take that. Somebody that was rushing the punter comes away with catches it, and takes it to the house.
Unbelievable.
Hey, but I said this earlier in the first half. It's better to be lucky than good sometimes, and that was definitely a break for us, especially to kind of come away with that fluke play that happened at the end with 8 seconds to give them that touchdown.
Well, we gave up a defensive touchdown. We got one on special teams. It almost counts as a defensive touchdown, but either way, with 5:56 left to play, all of a sudden this is a brand new game again, and a handful of things have happened. One, the Lobo defense feels like it's in control on that side of the field. Two, the offense has got to at least come up with a drive at one point in time in this game that's going to give that defensive unit a chance to get a breath on the sideline.
And you preferably want to see us do it on the ground, but this Lancaster team is definitely keeping us from doing that.
All right, here comes the kick. We're going to try a little onside action. And the Lobos, do they get it?
Nope, it went out of bounds.
Oh, no. Had some chances at the 50-yard line and just could not come up with the ball. And they're going to hand off a short field, and it's high risk, high reward.
And
if you get it, it's amazing. If you don't, you gave them such great field position when your defense has been so good.
And that ball was rolling fast at them, too, and they just could not get it under control, get it corralled as it goes out of bounds right at the 49-yard line.
All right, so they'll put it down at the 49 on the Longview side of the field. Now the Lobo defense didn't get any help by that. They're going to have to defend a short field.
I'm not sure about this spot here. Referees marked it down on the other side of the 50.
So on first down, they go back to the ground to Lee, a yard at most. Swarm of Lobos, 8 of them in on the tackle. It's second down and 9.
1 yard gain. Defense comes away with the first stop to this drive. Got to be able to stay at home, stay in, keep your man in front, not let anything get outside.
All right, well, second down and 9. Tell you what, that whole last possession, because of that unsportsmanlike penalty by Isaiah Lee, really set his team up in the wrong direction.
Big
If
time.
you're Leon Paul, you got to tell your tailback, you owe me one.
Yes, sir, big time.
And we're going to have flag down again. This one comes from the secondary. So he must have seen some movement in the line before everybody else did. Let's see where they're going to go with this. Start at the 48, walk in the other direction. There you go. 5-yard penalty on the Tigers.
Going the direction that you want to as a Lobo fan. You're seeing them going backwards. They haven't been able to come away with big plays so far. You got to be able to continue to keep that going in your favor.
It'll be second down and 14 now. I think the call from the official, from what I got, was they touched the ball early, did the Lobos. That's why that ball was pulled down at the 49-yard line. Here's a quick catch, but Bubba White comes up with a great tackle, hanging on for dear life, while his teammates could finally get there to the rescue and end that thing before Isaiah Lee could break it away. That's no gain, maybe a yard loss. Now it's 3rd and 15.
Trying to get the ball to the back in space. Longview comes away with the excellent stop again. It's 3rd and long. You need to come away with a big stop right here to be able to get the ball back to your team.
Lobo's trying to make sure everybody's covered up on that other side. Back to pass. Jones got time, throws the ball. Oh, what a catch at the 38-yard line. Boy, he came down with it. That's a manual choice. That's why he's going to Oklahoma, as he pulls up a ball that they had to get to the 39-yard line. Where did he catch it? The 39-yard line.
Yeah, he did an excellent job there on that stick route. KD was in coverage. He was able to get the ball. The quarterback was able to get the ball over his head. Pitch and catch, first down, get them guys moving the chains.
Huge play on 3rd down and 15. Got the exact number they needed. Handoff Lee. And Lee's just tough. He will not go down. Brendan Reese kind of leapt at him like a lion and held on. He got to the 39-yard line for a gain of 3.
Yep, he did it. There's a flag on the play.
This was a penalized team a week ago. We talked about the fact that we got a break last week from the penalties against Naaman Forest. Lancaster survived a dozen penalties themselves that they got called for.
Yeah, and that is a penalty going back, marking them back 5 more yards. Actually, maybe 10 more yards. It maybe been a holding on down the line, but I couldn't see what the ref called.
It was an illegal shift.
Illegal shift, okay.
Yeah. So they decided to move them back 5 yards to the 44, 1st and 15 now. Handoff, nope. Carter Jones keeping it. Out, oh boy, into the flat, not anything happening. Jemias Morrow hanging on for dear life. Again, Lobos are rushing to the ball, and they get there to help bring down DeCarrion Johnson for a loss back to the 48-yard line.
He goes backwards, he does us a favor, but if he's going to put that ball out wide, go ahead and strip at it, try to get it, swipe at it. Let's get us a turnover here to try to get the ball, give us a ball in good field position. Longview coming in with the sub package. You got more DBs in right now to combat on this 2nd and 19.
Well, they are going the wrong direction the last 2 drives. One play, that 3rd and 15 is about all they've been able to pull off. They're going long this time. Receiver breaks in the clear, and how about that catch? 14-yard line. Wow, great grab by number 5, Braylon McDonald.
Big time play there. 2nd and 19. They get a lot more than that as he finds a wide open receiver for a deep post route. Gets these guys the ball inside the red zone at about the 14-yard line. That was a play for the Lobos you did not want to see them be able to make.
Longview just cannot get that one last play, and this time Lee is going to power his way inside the 5. They're still pushing down to the 3-yard line, where it's going to be 1st down in, well, maybe 2nd down and short. They'll mark him down where, at the 4? Nope, got inside the 4. 1st and goal.
They're definitely probably going to come at you and run it at you again.
Boy, oh boy. We're going to look back on this one if this does not end in our favor and just see a couple of plays. A pick 6, a 3rd and 13. Almost like the last time we were here and saw an Alito bobbled punt where the punter ran for 40 yards when that game was in control for the Lobos.
Yeah, a lot of people, when they saw that we was playing in Kincaide, definitely did not want to come back here because of a lot of bad things, a lot of bad memories just come back into play when you know that that's where we're playing at.
Down to the 2-yard line, Lee with the carry. Under a minute and a half left to play here in the 3rd. Tigers trying to go back up by 2 scores. Tell you what, this may be a Lobo defense without a bunch of the stars we've had the last 4 or 5 years, other than maybe the couple of linebackers, but they have really been outstanding all season long. 67 points we've given up all season.
Yeah, the strength has definitely been in numbers on this defense. Doesn't matter who's out there. They're all coming back, and they're all continue to keep playing well as they just scored.
Late push. Lee gets into the end zone from 2 yards out to make it again a 2-score lead. 27-14.
Two-score lead gets these guys back to where we was at halftime. Under a minute left to go. Time is not on your side, so you definitely need to start trying to score some points coming out here. And the good time to start is when you get the ball right now.
Well, the offense just has not had much time on the field in the second half. Kick is up and good to make it a 28-14 lead with 57 seconds left in the quarter. This third quarter, Longview's had a 3-play, minus 3-yard drive. Lancaster had an 8-play drive that ended up becoming a punt return that we took back for a touchdown, and now an 8-play, 49-yard drive. They've had 16 offensive plays. We've had 3 in this quarter.
Definitely needs to continue. We definitely need to change that variety real quick if we definitely want to come away on top.
Most plays the Lobos have had in a drive in this game. 6-play drive to start the second quarter that went 12 yards. We had the 3-play drive that had the Buster Mumphrey 63-yard touchdown reception, but we have had only a 6-play drive as our longest drive of this game. Let's see if they again are going to kick short. And they do. This one caught at the 40-yard line. Lobos will get it there with 56 seconds left to play in the quarter. You said earlier it's not panic time. There's still time, but you gotta score on your offensive side.
And they're doing you a favor by giving you only 60 yards to be able to go score a touchdown. We're starting with a quarterback under center. You got 2 wideouts that are capable of making plays. You got 10 players in the box, one-on-one coverage on your outside.
First down, Boosie handoff for yard-ish, second down and 9.
Not able to break away from their running right there. Sometimes you have to show the threat of being able to run it to be able to get you some more things on the outside. Maybe a play action coming in the near future, hopefully, to be able to get you something to feel good about. You need a big play because the running game is being stuffed all night long.
Yeah, they really have. We have run tonight 15 times for 33 yards.
Boosie is out of the game right now.
Second down 9. And flags coming again. False start Lobos.
Again, shift. The shift is causing us to twitch and jump a little bit as your left guard jumps that time.
You know, it's something you talked about earlier in this game. We saw this from these guys a year ago. You kind of figure that's been drilled into the heads this week. They're going to shift. You got to hold your water. You can't move.
And when you're pressing like you are right now, knowing that you don't have to lead as we're finna end this third quarter.
Yeah, we're not getting a playoff.
Nope.
2-1. That'll end the quarter. We'll head to the other side of the field. 28-14 the score. We'll take a break. No, we're not going to take a break. Never mind. We're staying here during the interlude of the quarter as we move from the right side to the left side of our field here at John Kincaide Stadium in Dallas.
Well, when you get to that point where you're pressing a little bit and you feel like you need to make a play and any little movement is causing you to jump, we playing in the defensive favor, and that's what we did there. We need to come away with stops here, come away with plays here. Second down and 14. We need to get a big gain of those yards right here on this drive. You got to look, you're in the fourth quarter. You don't have time to be punting the ball. You're kind of putting yourselves in a fourth down situation right now. You definitely need to continue to keep making plays. We need some positive yards to start coming our way, and we need those to start coming our way right now. And if you're a Lobo fan, you got to feel like, you got to know that you're still in this game. We're going to continue to keep fighting until it's over with, but we have to continue. We have to start making plays right now.
Well, they put Trey Hamilton in a tough position tonight. The sophomore who did not play probably more than about 6 quarters all season. Got the start tonight in the second round of the playoffs because of an injury to the knee of Maverick Rowe. He's 4 of 10 throwing the ball tonight. 93 yards, a touchdown, interception. He's back now. Aaron one deep and just overshoots his target. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 14. Jace Peterson, I believe, was the intended target on that one.
Needing a big play, needing yards there. We elected to try to go for a home run ball. Ball is overthrown Jace Peters, and he was able to not get the completion. Brings up 3rd and 14. We definitely need a big gain here, but we need to try to think about the stick routes to try to get us close to the 1st down, because we definitely need to go for it on 4th down. And you'd rather be closer making it 4th and short than 4th and whatever it is right now.
Back to pass, got some pressure, dropped at the 30-yard line. You can't go for it now.
Cannot go for it now. You definitely got to probably punt the ball, and that's what we're going to do. Here comes a late flag.
Yeah, they brought a little extra late pressure on us, a little pushing and shoving at the end of this as Trey goes down back at the 30-yard line.
We are clapping. I think that may be going in the variety of going in our favor, but we're going to see what the referees call.
Yeah, offensive guys are walking off the field. So unless this is a penalty against them, looks like it probably will be both teams, I'll bet you. No, it is on them.
1st down.
Wow.
As you said earlier, Chuck, this Lancaster team had a lot of penalties last week, showing that they have characteristics of being undisciplined, and that was definitely an example right there. Undisciplined, you had a 4th down, you're finna get off the field. Instead, you give up a 1st down by your careless characteristics.
Yep, 1st down for the Lobos. They dodge a little bullet here. 1st down and 10. They'll start again, 45-yard line. High formation, Boosie the deep back. Handoff to him. Oh, boy, hitting the backfield. They just blew through the left side of our offensive line.
Blitz call. Nobody picked up the blitz and backer. Tackle, TFL, tackle for loss. Loss of 2 yards. Put yourself in a situation, again, where you're starting behind and down in distance. 2nd and 12, the way that we started this 4th quarter out, got to be able to come away with some stops. Got to be able to come away with some big plays now.
Miles Kirk and KB Winston on the combined tackle, loss of 2 for Boosie. 2nd down and 12. Lancaster rushing a corner onto the field.
Soft coverage.
And they're going to take a timeout. Yeah, they were late getting the 11th guy onto the field, and they recognized it before the play got snapped, and they'll take their first time out of this second half with 10:53 to play in the game, up by 2 scores.
Soft coverage there, too. Lancaster being up 14, did not like the look that they was in. Elected to call a timeout to get these guys settled. Are we going to throw something different at them this time? Because we talked about this at halftime. When we threw that pick 6, we came back in the same formation that we were in, and Lancaster probably accounted for that or recognized that, and that's why they was able to come away with that stop.
Yeah, if you went back and watched the film as we did at halftime, the pick 6 was following the same formation and them taking a timeout. And we went right back to basically the same thing. And we kind of gave it away a little bit because Hamilton, while everybody else stood on the play that was blown dead with the timeout, Hamilton took the ball and rolled to his right. And that's exactly what he did on the next play with the throwback screen toward Buster that got intercepted and taken for a touchdown by linebacker KB Winston. During the actual live action, I thought it was Kanan Jones, but it actually was linebacker KB Winston who got the pick 6. So 2nd down and 12 now. 2 timeouts left for the Tigers in this second half. And coming out of the timeout, they still didn't have the right people on the field.
Well, I think the guy that came off the field was trying to come back in, and the referees probably told him, no, you got to stay out.
For the one play.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, so on 2nd down, Hamilton back, throws quickly. Whoa, caught, dropped. Nope, Dede looked like for a second had it, was about to take off, and couldn't hang on to the football. It's going to bring up 3rd down 12.
Whenever we've been these last two times we've been in 2nd and long, we've been able to come away with the completion. Brings us up to 3rd and 12 again. What do we have called here? What are we going to do here? You got to know that you got to feel like you're definitely, with the ball close to midfield, you definitely got to go for it, but you definitely need to get positive yards to be able to feel like you need to do something.
10:43 left in this game. And we'll send Hamilton on the late pitch option toward Buster. He will get to the 49-yard line, gains about 6, sets up 4th and 6.
Here comes the punt team. This Lancaster team is not making any adjustments. It's probably trying to be safe for a fake or anything like that. And here they go running the returner out here now.
I don't know. They don't go for it here. On 4th and 6, 10 minutes left in this season. If you don't win this game, you may not get better field position again. Here's the punt by Mitchell. Skied up there, fair catch called for. Muffed ball. Lobo should have it. I would punt every time on 4th and 6 right there. I'm just telling you. Lobos will get about a 40-yard gain. Thank you, muffed punt. And they're right back knocking on the doorstep at the 12-yard line.
Here you go. 3rd time, better being lucky than good. The ball is going your way. It's time to go punch it in and get touchdowns. Time is not on your side, but you still, if you get a touchdown right here, you're still in this ball game. You can still go out there and win this game.
They say cats have 9 lives. I don't know how many Lobos have, but we seem to be using a lot of them tonight. 1st down at the 12. Doxey, the receiver, bottom of the screen. Hamilton back to pass, gets to Mumphrey, out of bounds at around the 7-yard line. Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4.
Good productive play. Trey did a good job. Didn't see anybody open deep. Threw it out to his safe route, to his back coming out of the backfield. Gain of 6. You cannot go broke taking a profit, and that's what we just did.
That's 2nd down. I formation. Boosie in the deep backfield. They're going to hand it off to Mumphrey, who will get to the 4-yard line. It's 3rd and 2.
Triple option read.
Yep.
Those ends are staying home. They don't want to see the quarterback keep it with the threat to pitch it to Boosie, knowing that he's a threat to score inside the 5. 3rd and 2 from the 4-yard line. What are we going to do?
Going heavy package. Donovan Denmark coming in. You got 2 downs to get 2 yards. Boosie, your deep back, going right back to the eye. Everybody at the line of scrimmage, and we moved. The 3rd tight end.
You knew it was coming.
Washington bobbled.
They've been doing it a lot this second half. You knew it was coming. That shift has been giving us problems, has been a thorn in our backside since last year. And this Lancaster team does it again and comes away with it.
Well, let's paint the positive picture. You got a little more room to work. Let's say it that way. You got a little more room. If you were going to run heavy power package, you were going to run into the teeth of 11 guys. Now you got a chance to spread some guys out of the box. Dede on the bottom. He's the guy you want to throw it up to. Hamilton back. We're not going there, though. Can't find anybody. Still can't. Hamilton's going to throw back across the middle of the end zone. It's going to get caught by Dede anyway. Touchdown Lobos with 8:46 left to play.
Trey is down, getting up a little bit slow there. It took a big hit there at the end. Helmet comes off. The refs also missed a holding because I think we had Buster flaring out. The defender just held him, turned him around. But Trey coming away with a magnificent play there.
Wow.
Being able to get a touchdown, get the Lobos within 7.
It was a long play. He waited. Dede just kind of held his spot right at that S on the Dallas in the end zone. Point after is good. We got a 1-score game again with 8:46 left to play. Can you believe it?
Man, gotta love it. Gotta love it. This Lobo team not giving up, not fighting. What are we gonna do on this kickoff now?
All right, well, I've been wrong every time. So I'm going to say I'm kicking this thing deep. I want them to have to drive a bunch. I don't think they can. I'm going to make them have to punt it back to me and give me a short field. I just don't think I want to run the risk of giving them the ball at the 50-yard line.
I 100% agree with you.
See, so we're both probably going to be wrong. Because I said they shouldn't punt, and they did, and they got the muff punt.
Absolutely. I think that they definitely should punt it deep. Make them have to be able to move the ball down the field on you, which I have a feeling that they can't now. That we figured them out. We just cannot give up big plays. Just keep our receivers in front of us, tackle in space, and let's come away, make them punt the ball, and give us the ball back.
It's been a frustrating ball game. If you're a Lobo fan, it's been nerve-wracking. I'm sure it's about to get worse. 8:46. If you got heart issues, turn us off. Take your pill. Call somebody, come sit with you in case you faint in the middle of this.
Prop your feet up. Sit back.
No, nobody going to be doing that. There's no relaxing. Keaton Daniels, you know better.
Yeah, I'm standing up at times, so you know I would be doing the same if I was at home watching this team.
Now, here's Mitchell's kick. Yeah, we're going to boom this thing. It will be over the heads of the Tigers and get into the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25-yard line.
Make them having to drive the ball 75 yards.
All right, you got 8:46 left on the clock. Your defense all season long has been outstanding. We need you to be outstanding again.
Let's go get a turnover. Calling it. Sack, fumble.
Ooh, you're going big time.
Let's get us a turnover right here.
Carter Jones back there, quarterback. We didn't know if he's going to go tonight. He's gone the whole way. First down, Isaiah Lee gets a little space, makes a move, has a first down as he'll go out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Little late push by Brendan Reese, no call though. Or Brian Peoples may have been the guy that gave the late hit, but it's a gain of almost 12 and a first down.
It's okay, first down on the first play. You didn't give up a big gain there, but you gotta come away with the stop there as they was able to get outside of us. Gotta keep everything funnel inside. That's where your help is at.
Importantly, the clock stopped. He went out of bounds, 8:38 left to play. First and 10, 37-yard line. They'll give it to Lee again, makes a nice little cut. Was going outside, came back inside, and will make it to the 40-yard line, although they'll blow him dead at the 39. Second and 8 coming up. Lee today, 19 carries, 98 yards. Last year, Kewan Lacey just killed us in the state semifinal game.
Lacey was a man possessed. He was tired of losing to us. And he went out a winner there. He was a kid that I'm glad to see. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's doing big things in Missouri right now as he's actually getting some playing time there.
Lobos hustle in the defensive lineman. Second down and 8. They're going to quick toss this one. Tunnel screen, 35-yard line. They'll knock him out of bounds. Let's see where. They'll say the 43-yard line brings up third down and 4.
Third and 4, we definitely need to stop right here. You got a chance to get off the field. Been pretty good at third down at times. This is one of those times where the money has to be made right here.
There's Pipkins, by the way, on the reception. Lee's got 5 catches to lead everybody on the Tigers. Pipkins got 4 now, so does Emmanuel Choice. All right, clock runs.
I wouldn't be
actually stopped when he went out of bounds, 7:48.
Kind of bunched in.
Third down. Flag down.
False
start. Move them back 5 yards.
What are the Tigers going to do now? Third and long, false start.
Yep, it became 3rd and 9 now. They've been good with the quick passes and the break a tackle, go for first downs. That's been their MO.
But most importantly, what are the Lobos going to do? You need to come away with the stop right here, right now. This is a third down as big as many.
Yeah.
Down 1 score. got an opportunity to give your team the ball.
This one's pretty big. This gets you the ball back and saves you some time. Clock starts running again now. Well, they started running and then stopped it. Officials said, now you start it. Gonna roll left. Trying to find somebody. Nope, incomplete. 4th down. Lobo defense gives up 1 first down, stops the Tigers. They'll force a punt on 4th down and 9.
Got to be happy with the defense coming away with a big stop there. Quarterback roll to his left, which cuts off what is going on backsides, kind of limiting what his reads are. We have more guys in coverage than they do have running routes. And we was able to come away with the big stop, to come away with the incompletion, 4th down. We're finna get ready to get opportunity to get the ball back.
Drive took 1 minute, 14 seconds off the clock. Bubba's back on his 30-yard line. Here comes the punt. They play a line drive toward him. Grabs it at the 28. And picks his way to the 35, maybe the 36-yard line. 8 yards on the return. Lobos have to go 64 yards. They've got 7:20 left on the clock.
Got every opportunity to run whatever play you want to. Run your offense. Be able to execute. And if you score, you're going to tie the game or what you're going to do. But let's take care of opportunities
I can't
first.
even go there right now.
I got Frank over here.
I can't even do
I got
it.
Frank over here telling me we're going to go for 2.
Well, let's get in there
Let's take
first.
care of business
First
first.
down, Hamilton. Quick little toss. That one's caught. 45 and down to about the 48-yard line. That's Herndon, the freshman, from the sophomore quarterback for 12.
Get ready to get used to hearing that connection because they got 2 more years to be able to play together. Love to see us getting him the ball early in that flat there, letting him go and make something of it. He gets a first down. Most importantly, he holds onto the ball.
All right, first down, 48-yard line. Under 7 left to play. To the ground we'll go, nothing doing. No gain, maybe a yard loss. 2nd and 11 coming up. We got a late flag coming again.
And here goes.
Another flag after the play was done. Now the Lobos have not been called on one of these yet, but it may be this time. Dead ball, foul, personal foul. That one's on Longview. Boy, that's an inopportune time.
It looks like Boosie came up chirping. I'm not sure who he called it on, as we can't hear him from up here. But needless to say, it doesn't go our way. Did they march us back too far?
Yep, 32-yard line. That's right. That's 15. And you got the 1-yard loss on the carry.
Yeah, there we go.
So it brings up 2nd and 26. Now we're in trouble. Got it to Boosie. Boy, he just about had a chance to break one. Somebody got him late and kind of moved him off stride. He'll get the ball out to the 40-yard line for a gain, 39-yard line, gain of 7. Boy, that was not far away from being broken out into the secondary kind of run.
Not at all. That was his biggest gain of the night. They on the 2nd and 26 probably wasn't looking for the run. We tried to bust one there, but we wasn't able to. Now he's lined up in the slot. Yep. 3 receivers at the top of the screen.
3rd and 19, 5:45 left to go as we snap the ball. We moved again.
And what makes that more disappointing, there was nobody lined up over him and he jumped. And it was so late. So late. You got to be able to stay home.
Well,
knowing what the count is, knowing that they're going to give you this gimmick play. I know Coach King has told them this is coming, but you cannot have those plays right now at this point in time of the game.
That's a focus issue. That's a focus issue. All right, well, we got 3rd and 24. Hamilton back to pass. Pressure coming. He'll roll. If he can run fast, he can get away from a man. He'll go out of bounds, 47-yard line. Sets up 4th and 11.
4th and 11. Here comes the punt team. Punting the ball with 5 minutes left to go. clock stops.
Well, you've got 5:18 left. The Lobos have all 3 timeouts. So if you can get a stop like you did the last time. Last one took a minute 14, and they ran 6-7 plays.
You got to know that they're definitely going to run the ball a little bit more to try to chew up time.
Ooh, what a catch by Mitchell. Holy cow, he goes up, makes a one-handed grab, and then punts this thing inside the 10. It'll roll down to the 1. That
may have been the save of the season, as you get a potential almost bad snap. Ball could go over your head. Game could be out of reach. But instead, you punt the ball down, and the ball is down on the 1-yard line to make them have to go 99 yards. 5 minutes left to go in the game. 3 timeouts left. Let's come away with a stop right here, not let them get any game.
This game may or may not end our way. If it does, I'm thinking you may just have seen the play of the year for the Lobos by a punter.
Absolutely. That was a heck of a play there, showing that he has hands. Coming away with the big stop there.
5:07. The thing now is, can you get a stop and get this ball back? Lobos, hand off to Lee. He'll get out of the end zone, but barely. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
No gain. Gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Coach is letting the clock run right now. Looking to try to get some extra bodies in as we're making a substitution quickly here. We got to be able to get off quick, too.
They brought 2 in. I only saw 1 come off. Here comes the second one now.
They better hurry getting off. There we go.
They got everybody out of there. All right. 20 on the play clock. 4:35 in the game clock. 2nd down and 10 at the 1. Empty backfield. Carter Jones always had a man behind him. Didn't see him. Hand off to Lee. He'll go. There's a flag. I think they're going to get a hold.
Uh-oh.
And now we're going to get a late block. And the same official threw the flag, threw a hat, and there's another hat.
That has to be going back.
Yeah. I think it was Hampton Williams that got blocked about an extra 10 yards after the play. We've got 2 flags down. Clock stops at 4:17. Lee made it out to about the 4-yard line. But now you got lots of issues.
Can't take the ball back any further.
No, you really can't. I mean, you can give him back a couple, but if it's a hold, I'm declining it. I got to take the ball back, even if he got it out to the 4-yard line. I don't want him to get 2 extra plays out of this.
No, sir.
So there's a little discussion going on between the officials. Clock stops at 4:17 as they sort out all the stuff.
Not on the run.
So last official coming back into the conversation now. Well, there's 1 on each side. 1 for Coach King and 1 on the other side for Coach Leon Paul. Oh, my goodness.
Well, wait.
So we've got a face mask penalty on the Lobos. We've got an unsportsmanlike penalty on the Tigers.
Just going to go back to 1st down.
So they'll mark it at the 10. They'll move the chains because the face mask gave them the 1st down. And we'll start over again, 1st down and 10 at the 10-yard line. So the 15 yards on the face mask and then the half the distance backward on the penalty on the Tigers. All that gets us ball at the 20-yard line, or 10-yard line. So 1st down, quick toss. This one caught, and they break a tackle. And this is going to be another 1st down to the 26. Boy, the Lobos just can't get the one last play they need. And here it was again. Couldn't get a tackle.
Come away with the pass there. Seeing that we was walking our safety or our linebacker down in the box. They left two receivers out there on the top, 1 to block the receiver and 1 to make a play. He makes a play, makes on a missed tackle, gives us the 1st down, gets the ball to the 25-yard line. And here's the point in time where you just need to start bringing pressure. is get a stop here, and you need to start thinking about using your timeouts.
3:33 left. Lobos walking guys into the box. Lee trying to cut back. We'll go for a yard and a half up to the 27-yard line. 2nd down and 8.
Clock still rolls. Is not our friend. Coming up probably once they snap this ball is definitely going to be under 3 minutes left to go in this ball game. If you get a stop right here, I think you would need to take a timeout right there.
I agree. And they're just going to let the clock burn on down. It's precious seconds of this season ticking away. Down to 10 left on the play clock. 2:50 left in the game. Carter Jones calls for the ball. Hands off to Lee. They got him in the backfield, and they will drop him back at the 19-yard line. Loss of 5, and now King calls for the timeout with 2:39 left to play. 3rd and long coming up.
Here we go at Kincaide Stadium, the place where we tends to have close games at. It's coming down to another one here. We call a timeout. 2 minutes and 39 seconds left to go. This is our first timeout. We still have 2 more left. It's 3rd and long.
15. 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15. Or if they come up and throw the ball and it's incompletion, they do you a favor. What are the Tigers going to do? And that's actually a man down for the Tigers. So do the Lobos lose a timeout?
Not have to give it. Not have to take the timeout.
They should not have to. But under 2 minutes, it's supposed to go to the other team. And now that we're outside of that, what is going to happen for us? Maybe they still giving us a timeout because of probably where we at with the time.
Yeah, well, it's Isaiah Lee, the tailback, who's hurt on the far side of the field, and he's walking with assistance to get off the field. Well, we got enough women out there to have a basketball game. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we got 4 of them out there right now.
Yeah, he's struggling. It's probably got hurt on that second effort that he was trying to break free out that tackle. A lot of times that's what kind of injuries or mistakes kind of come from when you're trying to do whatever you can to make a play. And he was dead to rights there. Almost kind of should have just went down. But, hey, that's a moot point.
That almost looks like a groin injury the way he's walking. Either way, he's off the field. 3rd down and 15. Clock stopped at 2:39 left. Frank and I are in agreement. They're going to throw here. Yeah, we don't matter. Those seconds don't matter. That first down matters for them right now. They want to hold that ball and make the Lobos burn what's left of their timeouts.
And we are in our sub package. TJ is in that corner. We're looking like we're lined up in a man-to-man situation here. Empty situation, too.
Oh, and we moved. Oh, we're going to be offside and give them a free play on the sack back to the 12-yard line. They're going to get 5 yards back unless that we got drawn off, and you would have figured they would have done that and stopped the play. We're going to hand them 5 free yards.
Yep.
Boy, oh, boy.
The guy, Johnson, that came away with the sack there also jumped off sides. That is going to be a free play, 5-yard penalty. Give these guys an opportunity to make this 3rd down a lot shorter. It's 3rd and 10 now instead of 3rd and 15.
Yeah, 2:35 on the clock.
And he was jumpy earlier in the game too, but this time it counted, and we definitely did not go in our favor as the clock starts to roll again.
You're a little revved up. You want to make a play. You get a little twitchy, and off you go. And it's just, you can't do that right now. You got to be holding on just for a second. Lobos showing pressure. Linebacker sneaking up. Here's Jones, back to pass. Huge play. Caught 41-yard line. 1st down, Tigers. Ugh.
Wide receiver at the top of the screen. One-on-one coverage. Gets by the defensive back, runs it out. Way past the sticks, being able to convert for the 1st down. That moves the chain. We got 2 timeouts left, 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go in this game. Clock stops because he goes out of bounds here. But now, what are you going to do now? Because you definitely need stops.
You're going to run. Now you got to take timeouts. This is it. Now I'm stripping the football.
Got a backup running back in, too.
And they'll drop him at the 40-yard loss. Quick timeout coming. Yep, timeout by the Lobos comes with 2:04 left. Second down, 11 coming up. Boy, this may be the most frustrating game I can remember.
Absolutely.
We have been so close so many times and just keep falling one play short of being able to get this thing back to even.
Never could chip away to being able to get a tie into the ball game. Even when things looked like they was going our way, we seem to always kind of go backwards in a sense. We seem to get the momentum, and then something happens and it goes the Tigers' way.
Tigers with 24 first downs. Lobos have 6. They've got 338 yards total offense. Lobos 173. We are 4 of 12 on third downs. They're 6 of 15. And their quarterback has completed 23 of 29 passes for 233 yards. There have been some big plays. Pick 6 at the end of the first half. A 20-yard punt return by Kason Brooks on a weirdly strange play. And here we go. Second down and 11. Boy, they're trying to draw us again. Held on this time.
One missed tackle there.
Yeah, but a gain of a yard, 2 yards, third down and 8 or 9. We'll take the last time out that we have. And we can go back to a face mask on what it was, set up a third down and about 7 at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, that was a big penalty that did not go in our favor. Then comes away, giving them a first down and being able to start the drive. This drive started out at the 1-yard line.
Yep.
You had a lot of time left still in your favor at that time. That big penalty killed us, started the downs back over, gave them the ball there at the 10-yard line. They come away with a big gain on the third down, which gets us in a situation to where we started having to burn more and more timeouts, and now we don't have any. Under 2 minutes left to go in this ball game. Big third down right here. If you're a Lancaster team, you feel like you just need to run the ball here, knowing that they don't have a timeout.
See, I disagree. I'm throwing the football.
But if
it's been their best play all night. I'm throwing the football.
They've been doing that, and now, if you're Longview, they've been running the stick routes. Do you just want to sit there at the sticks, let you get pressure, try to come up with the sack here?
I don't know, but they better get somebody on the slot over here. He's wide open. Still don't have anybody. Now they're going to send a corner far over here to the man in the slot. Third down and 9. Don't jump offside. Play clock still has 20 seconds. Stay down. They're trying to draw us. Clap of the hands. They'll run the football instead. And ball comes loose. Ball comes loose. Lobos got it at the 44-yard line.
That is a Longview ball.
Like a year ago, we fumbled the ball with 38 seconds left. They fumble the ball with 1:54, and the Lobos down a score.
And we talk about the backup running back being in the game. Come away at it, start chipping away at that ball. The ball gets fumbled. We get the ball back in their territory now. 1:54 seconds left. We got plenty of time to not go in a hurry-up situation to where your life depends on it, but you need to have some type of urgency.
All right, all kinds of time. Let's see. 1:54. Hamilton back to pass. He's going to be in trouble, and he's going to be sacked. Back to the 39-yard line. No!
But you got to hurry up.
We had receivers running 40 yards down the field, and the pass protection wasn't there. He had no time to set up and look for him. This is a loss of, oh my goodness, 10-yard loss.
And the clock is definitely going.
And Lancaster will take a timeout with 1:23 left. Oh.
Not a sack that you need to take there.
Well,
we did not block at all.
We're sending receivers for home runs, and we didn't need a home run yet. We could have gotten 10 yards, 12 yards, get yourself in a little better position, still have a minute and a half to play with, and we sent 2 receivers for home runs.
Yep. they had a safety or a linebacker come off the blitz, and he came away and able to get that 10-yard loss of a sack there. Not the play that we needed to give up at that time, and we ran off a good 30 seconds off the clock at that time, and Lancaster comes away with the timeout.
So it's 2nd down and 20. So you've got 2 problems now. 1, you're running out of time. 2, you got forever to go to get a first down to keep this thing going.
3, D.D. Williams is not out there on the field. Your big receiver threat.
He came in, he tried to come in between those 2 plays, and they waved him back off again. So they'll have Herndon on the bottom of the screen, Peterson at the top. Back to pass, pressure coming. He'll throw this one, and there's nobody really there. It's intercepted, but out of bounds, and it'll be 3rd down and 20.
Nothing to say on that one,
No.
man. That was just nobody open, nobody there. Lancaster knew we needed a big play there.
We don't like the middle of the field.
We
just will not throw to the middle of the field.
And we got time. We have time right now.
Well, you got 3rd and 20. You got to get at least half of this.
Yes.
And give yourself a 4th down chance.
And they're blitzing you.
I think Didi's in now. Back to pass Hamilton. Got some time. Gets hit as he lets go of it. It's too high for Williams to go up and get it. But there's pass interference. The secondary guy was on Didi's back, and they're going to give us a first down with a 15-yard penalty. And the Lobos' lives continue to tick off here.
And it's personal foul, 15 yards, automatic first down. This is not the NFL, which is a spot foul. It's 15 yards, but nonetheless, it is a first down. You have 1 minute and 10 seconds. Time is not on your side. You do not have any timeouts, but guess what? Every first down, the clock stops. You need to get positive yards. They're blitzing you. Looks like we're coming in now with 2 tight ends. Buster is coming out. We may kind of do an empty formation or a set or something like that.
Hamilton coming all the way over to Coach King to get the play here.
20 seconds on the play clock.
1:10 left in the game. Lobos down 7. Again, you don't have to get to the goal line on this play.
Timeout again by the Tigers.
Another time. They had the wrong personnel out there. That was what that was. They had the wrong personnel. Coach Paul's losing his mind. He did not have the right people out there, and they have to burn another timeout, and they're out of them now. No more timeouts left for Lancaster. So neither team with a chance to stop this clock anymore.
No timeouts left for either team, like you just said. Now, if we can get Lancaster again in a situation where they're in the wrong set, it is doing us a favor because they have lined up wrong and have to take a couple timeouts here on this drive.
Yep. Nobody's doing that anymore. We're playing on the field now for the 1:10 left in this game.
Gotta let these kids make these plays now.
Lobos trailed in this game 14-0 in the first quarter. Got it to 14-7 after getting a short field and threw a pick 6. Went in the locker room down 21-7. They've outscored the Tigers 14-7 in this second half. And after a late fumble by the backup running back, Longview with the ball outside the 40.
Have some life.
And that's perfect way. Have some life. We're going to fake the handoff.
Oh, he's open.
Ball on the money. Caught by the Lobos. Touchdown, Longview. Touchdown, Longview. They ran the wheel out of the backfield, and there he is, Boosie with the touchdown. And now a huge call by John King. Do you go for 1 or do you go for 2 with a minute left in this game?
We're going for 1. I agree with this call. Momentum is on your side. No timeouts by either team. As we get ready to line up for an extra point, a key extra point right here.
Jeez, I can't watch.
To tie this ball game up. The Longview Lobos have an opportunity with this extra point to tie this ball game back up.
Lundy and Doxey and Mitchell. They all got to do their job right. 1, 2, 3. They did it. We're tied. With 1 minute and 1 second left to play, the Lobos somehow get this thing finally to even at 28.
Told you, we had time. Time was on our side. Well, not on our side, but we didn't have to be in the situation to where we had to rush and get a play. We got bailed out on the third down on the pass interference.
Yeah, we did.
They called a timeout. We come out in a different formation. Coach Valerie did an excellent job on that play call as he comes to give me a wink. Hell of a play call there as Boosie gets wide open for a touchdown pass. Excellent throw there by your sophomore quarterback, Trey Hamilton, to tie this ball game up with 1 minute and 1 second left to go in the ball game. It's time for us to come away with the stop on defense.
Well, Lancaster really missed an assignment. Boosie got so wide open. And, you know, we've had 2 long touchdowns, both of them wheel routes out of the backfield. One from Buster, now one from Boosie.
And here they go running their hands team out here on the field now. Nobody's deep.
Well, nobody's...
If I'm Longview, would I just do a sky kick, just kick it deep and as high as I can? If they don't have anybody deep, they're starting to kind of...
I'm bidding this thing up around the 15-yard line on the Longview side. Let's see what they're going to do with it. They are going to do that.
Don't go out of bounds.
And it stays in. They touch it. And I think they lost it. Did they lose it? Boy, the Lobos for a second, I thought they recovered the ball.
I did too.
And I'm thinking maybe the Tigers player stepped out of bounds with his possession of the ball. Man.
He held on to the ball. The guy held on to the ball. He almost, the defender, he tried to kick it, push it out of bounds, but the guy for Lancaster who got on the ball made sure he stayed on it.
So all the way down to the 11-yard line. It's going to be first down for Lancaster at the 11.
Empty formation.
They're playing to try to win this with 57 seconds left. Lobo's got to get there. Pressure coming. Thrown up deep. Diving attempt incomplete. Second down and 10.
Excellent job recovery. There's a flag on the field, and it's deep.
Oh. The receiver, Braylon McDonald, lost his hat. He's got to sit out a play. They're walking this thing forward up to the 30-ish yard line. Waiting for the official call from
I can't see
holding on the defense. That shouldn't be a 15-yard penalty. It should be a 5-yard penalty if it's defensive holding.
Yeah. Couldn't see it on our screen here, trying to look at the replay to be able to see exactly was that the right call. But 5-yard penalty, is an automatic first down. Rather have that instead of the pass interference, which gives us 15 yards.
Yeah, no doubt.
10 seconds come off the clock. We have 51 seconds left to go in this ball game, tie ball game. Lobos have been down the whole game.
Pressure coming. He gets away from the first guy, not the second. They'll sack him back at the 8-yard line.
Referee's calling him down.
He's down.
Clock is rolling. You got to think that these Tiger teams, they're probably just going to elect to maybe just run this clock out as we have 1 second difference between the play clock and the game clock. And you looking like this is definitely going to be the first overtime that we're going to be able to bring to you guys. But we got one more play. We have at least another play. And this Lancaster team is still in empty formation. No timeouts, either team. Game clock is under 10.
They're in no hurry, but they will get one more play off. 5 seconds. Back to pass. Middle of the field. Caught. And they got to hang on. Drop him at the 37. Zeros on the clock. We got bonus football. Lobos are going to play overtime to try to get to round 3, and the momentum is all with the white and green right now.
Welcome to playoff football. Round 2, Longview Lobos versus this Lancaster Tigers. We've been down this whole game, come away with a big play with a minute left to go in the game to tie this ball game up. This Tiger team could not convert within that time to be able to win the ball game. Now we have extra time. We have overtime. And these Lobos, I see you over there on the other side over there on your feet, cheering loud and proud. for these Lobos.
Well, a year ago, Lancaster broke their hearts. They got a chance to break hearts back in the other direction. 28 all. The two coaches at the middle of the field are going to make some decisions about who's getting the ball and which way they want to go.
Like you said, all the momentum is with the green and gold. We're in overtime. We have bonus football. I hope you guys at home are enjoying this. If you're watching this on Facebook, share. Let them guys know we have an excellent football game going on right now. And if you're watching this on YouTube, call your mama, call your daddy, call your cousins. Let them know we got a heck of a football game and we're going into overtime right now.
Can you call your ex?
Call your ex too.
All right.
Now, send them a DM in the on social media. You don't want to see the call history. I'm teasing.
All right. Well, they finished their discussion. John King said he wanted to point. He pointed toward the big scoreboard side. So it looks like we're heading in this direction. And you typically would like to be the team that has the ball second.
Longview looking like they're starting with the ball first.
Yeah. You want to be the team that knows what you have to do.
Absolutely right. Longview, you're in the opportunity where you need to just go out there and just score. Momentum is on your side. You've been down before. You got an opportunity to take the lead for the first time tonight.
All right, well, we're going to have first down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Score a touchdown, force them to do the same. First down, Hamilton back. He's got a man breaking open, but he didn't see him. Now he'll throw it sideline out of bounds. It'll be second down and 10.
He made the right play, being that he did not see his guy wide open. He threw the ball away, not taking a sack there. That was big time. They're just getting the ball away.
They had a late safety that saw the receiver cutting open on the post and got back into the lane, and Hamilton, as you said, made the wise decision to throw it away and live for another down. Second down and 10. 25-yard line. We're in overtime. If you're just hopping on board, if somebody DM'd you hadn't heard from in a while, that's what's going on. We're tied at 28.
They're not trying to holler at you.
Handoff, Boosie, trying to go wide. Got the 20, 15, inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. First and goal for the Lobos.
Nonetheless, he got the first down. He did an excellent job there with that stiff arm, not letting that first tackle take him down. First time tonight, he's able to get on the outside, and he wasn't going out of bounds. He made sure he got that first down and got more yards. Opportunity here now, first and goal from the 6-yard line. We get a chance to take our first lead in the ball game. Let's go, Lobos.
Boosie, 10 carries, 45 yards. First and goal from the 7. They'll give it to him again. Going right, tries to cut inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. Second and goal.
You got half of the yards right here. 3 yards left to go. Second and goal. What are we going to do next?
I'm doing that again.
I am too. Found success getting outside now.
You can see the body language difference right now. Right now, the Tigers are feeling like they are on last legs. How did this happen? The Lobos feel like a burst of energy going through Longview. Second down and goal. Boosie, they'll do it again. Pitch right, got a wall, into the end zone, touchdown. Lobos take the lead for the first time tonight, 34-28 here in overtime.
Gotta love that. We found success, got a touchdown. First lead of the night goes in our favor. We on defense have been coming up with stops tonight. We need the big one coming up now as this Lancaster team is going to get ready to get the ball.
Well, first part of this is you've got the touchdown. Now you got the point after try coming.
Touchdown. On Sportsmanlike on Longview.
Oh.
Going to make this extra point a lot longer.
Mitchell's going to have to kick this from the 18-yard line, becomes a 28-yard point after. They did it in the first half and made theirs barely.
You know, our kicker, you were saying earlier, he was kicking it from 40 and he had room to go. He can definitely do it here. This is an NFL field goal now.
All right. Mitchell's had a couple of big plays. Going to be asked one more time. Can you convert on a long point after? Kick is up. No problem. 35-28 Lobos.
Up 7 for the first time in overtime. These Lobos had done what you wanted them to do, and that's not give up. Not giving up, being able to persevere. They have gotten themselves a 7-point lead. This Lancaster team now has the ball on the 25-yard line. And if we come away with the stop, we win the game. We punch our ticket into the third round. But hey, we got one play at a time. We got to be able to make plays.
Defensive time, first down. Carter Jones, the quarterback. He has been outstanding all night. On first down, late pitch, Isaiah Lee back in the game. He'll get inside the 15, down to about the 14. Enough for the first down, gain of 11. Lee, who went out with looked like a groin injury earlier, back in. He goes right to work for 11 yards.
Didn't look as explosive as he has been doing, but nonetheless, he is pushing through. As Lancaster, they're now in the empty formation, tight formation, as they go to their shift.
First down and 10, 14-yard line. They'll do it again the other direction. Lobo's all over it. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. Brendan Reese there, second down and 11.
One play, gets the first down. They tried to reverse it and run to the other side. We read it. We was able to get penetration from the jump. That comes away actually as a tackle for loss. So second and 11 right now. Right there at the 15-yard line. You got one-on-one coverage down here at the bottom of the screen. Actually, we got Peoples lined up over in help. So he has the inside. Bubba has the outside. They goes in motion.
Jones back. Pressure coming. They got him back at the 23-yard line.
And who? Kason Brooks comes away with a big-time sack. Brings up third. And forever, ever.
They got to get to the 4. This was blown dead at the 25. 24. They got third down and about 20.
Third and 20. Big time down here. They've been able to convert before, but I like our chances right now. All the momentum is on the Longview side. Empty formation. Watch for them to try to get something deep here as they hope we're in man-to-man. We call a timeout.
Yep. We'll take the timeout. It's third down and 20 at the 24-yard line. So they've got 2 plays to play with here. And by the way, if you're wondering who's up next for the winner of this, Klein Collins Tigers 70, Woodlands College Park 21.
Whatever.
I'm just telling you.
Let's take care of business.
I'm saying. I
heard
want everybody to know.
I heard that 70 piece.
That's all right. That ain't against us. That's against them.
That's against them. That's right.
Oh, my God.
I told you, if you had heart problems, turn it off. I warned you. Lobos down 21-7 at half have outscored the Lancaster Tigers 28-7 in this second half and overtime.
Hey, if you're watching this game, I just want to say thank you. The amount of you guys that are tuned in watching this ball club has been staggering. The numbers are crazy, and we couldn't do this without you guys. So thank you guys for participating and watching.
Here we go, third and 20. Jones coming to the run. He's got grabbed from behind. Balls come out. Balls come out. Lobos recover the fumble, and Longview's going to win this in overtime. 35-28.
We get our league back.
We exercised the demons here at Kincaide, and we broke the hearts of the Tigers that did it to us last year. And Longview's going to round 3 with a 10-2 record and a come-from-behind 35-28 overtime win in the area round over the Lancaster Tigers. And can you believe it?
We get our lick back. And we do it on Kincaide Field, the place where we lost to Alito. Gotta love the taste that's in our mouth right now, being able to come to Kincaide as you hear the noise of the coaches beating on the glass because they are happy. What a game here by the Lobos. They come back and win the game, take it to overtime, get our first lead of the game, and we go out on top and we win it.
A week ago, we gave up 7 turnovers and somehow won. Tonight, we gave up an amazing 363 yards of offense. We got barely 230 yards. We had 10 first downs. They had 27 first downs. And somehow the Lobos rally from down 21-7 and show up in the second half and some crazy plays. Crazy plays. A muffed punt gave us new life in the fourth quarter when we were down 2 scores. An amazing grab by Mitchell on a punt attempt that could have been the ball game going the other way. Just an unreal performance tonight by a team that showed a ton of heart with a lot of adversity, and they didn't give it up. Keaton, I know you're exhausted.
No, I'm not exhausted. Chuck, I gotta say, it feels good to have on this field where we had a bad taste when we played Alito. We had a muff punt that did not go our way, but tonight things seemed to go our way. We never gave up down 14 points. We continue to fight, and we showed perseverance on behalf of our fight to be able to give us the opportunity to win this game. And we won the game by not really doing what we do well. Offensively, we wasn't able to run the ball down their throats, control the game, being able to just win from being out on top. We did it from behind. We was able to run the ball on the outside, found a way to win on the outside with our running game, and we did an excellent job there by coming out on top. Defense, they answered the bell for you. They made stops after stops after stops when they needed to. They figured it out after those first 2 touchdowns drives and only gave up 1 more touchdown after that.
You saw the growing pains of being a sophomore quarterback with your first start of the season, of your career. He went 8 of 18, 163 yards, 3 touchdowns. We're going to remember the 1 interception, but we're going to remember Boosie out of the backfield to tie this game up late in the fourth quarter. Trey Hamilton, we saw you. We're going to watch you for the next couple of years and can't wait to see what's happening. He came in today for an injured Maverick Rowe and gets himself a playoff win. And the Lobos down on the field right now just enjoying this. And if you're a Lobo fan, I don't know how you couldn't have enjoyed it except for the stress we probably gave you.
Absolutely. They're being awarded a trophy for being able to win this round. We get a chance to play next week.
This isn't the state championship ball. But I don't know, other than that one, has there ever been a sweeter one for John King and this group of Lobos?
And I can't wait till we get a chance to talk to Coach King tonight after this game. He's a guy that's going to be fired up, and I just can't wait to be able to get him on a great interview tonight.
Yep. All right, well, I tell you what, we're about to have to shut this one down. Again, For everybody at Longview ISD, we want to thank you guys for being able to tune in tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed the broadcast. It was a lot of stress. It was a lot of fun. And you know what? We're going to do it again next week, and we'll probably see you next Saturday. If we can get permission again, then we'll try to do another broadcast next weekend. Hope you enjoyed it, man.
Look forward to it. Go Lobos.
All right, we're done for tonight. Frank Sides, Keaton Daniels, I'm Chuck Zach. You've been watching Lobo playoff football.